I know 4 series of Dota 2, it's a long way to sit down and watch all of that. And I know not everybody has the time to do that. So we got you covered. We have got a recap of yesterday's plays.
Boogie on the high ground, ready for the setup. They get the jump in. They get the catch. Lotus's going to be popped down, but he goes straight for the shackle. The who stop as well. Mickey's gone. Cuckoo, he's got an answer. Jumps in with the BKB. He gets the shackle off, and in fact, that's Mickey. Oh!
He shifted back.
But is it? Oh, Boxy, can he save him? He can't. They're still trying to poke at this, but the Winter's Curse.
They've got Boxy locked down.
He's going to hold them back. Tim's, he's looking to get in position. He's looking for a perfect who stop, and he gets
four.
it. A 4-man who stop from Tim's. The lockdown as well, but the Serpent Wars, the shackle, holding that man in place. The Water Boy is dead. Mickey's gone. They literally,
I think it is.
We've seen one game, I believe earlier. I remember a game where we had Mickey. He
GG.
didn't have the money for buyback. This time there's 3 of them without money for buyback. He's in with the call. Buyback comes out from Ninja Boogie. Gabby quick to turn as he'll burst down the axe. Boxy, he's in trouble. Armel, Gabby looking towards him. That's a double kill for the TA. The rest of the team needs to do something huge. The arrow comes out, but the Nightmare will be there in response. Trying to keep that TA safe. Boxy tries to commit fully, but there's a supernova down. Boxy's got to try and get the egg. He will fall.
Oh
no,
my
he
God.
doesn't. The Sunray is burning down Insania. They've lost the white, but it's only Boxy and Mickey left as Boxy's trying to retreat, but Armel jumps forward. Boxy's dead. 4 dead on Alliance now without their buyback. The Dagon's getting picked up by Gabby in celebration.
GG.
As GG is called.
Look who's scouting from the outside. It's going to be the DK. They look to snipe him right away. Good global follow-up. He's going to be there, but immediate jump in. Immediate Yules from CCNC. Nice job to catch Yang on that one. CCNC does manage to return. Steps in Laguna. Blink.
Dodge by Bane. Nice.
The Banes at this tournament have been pulling out such clutch sleep saves here, but this might be the beginning of the end for Pain X as they frantically burn away and leap themselves back home. It looks like it's just not going to be enough, but yeah, Flea blinks in, doesn't quite get the catch. Didn't have toss up.
Gets bowed.
He gets skewered. They both get skewered and right into the arms of the troll, and he's just going to give him a swift haircut. Get. Looking to chop him on down.
Hide.
Ritsu's like,
He has the gem now.
I have nothing but an invis. Jump, grab, Yang not able to kind of hold in place long enough, but he zips himself into the black hole, dead center of it with Wukong's command on top. The Grave, though, is there from Laposa. Jump from CCNC to get the catch on the Bat Rider on the side. They lose ADR, he's going to be forced to buy back. Lasso grab onto CCNC. He's going to have to accept to lose his first life. Lasso grab, looking to go for the final finish onto Ritsu. Shallow Grave is there. Still holds the Sunder if necessary. 40 yards, like, guys, I'll take you 30 feet this way. Let's go.
Okay. Reset. We lost the Dazzle, but us 4 can do it. We've lost our entire base.
Oh, God,
Let's
the
get
tier
back
4
in.
is to drop. This is the final hurrah, but there's not going to be a say there at all for Pain X. This one looks clean and looks all for ViCi. Jump out, they'll find Mirana, toss it back in again. Yes, this is gonna be your moment to shine! He hits the Echo Slam with a follow-up fissure! I bet he'll break his smoke. And now they know, but top lane, that black hole, oh boy, that's what they wanted. ES is down. And now the jump. DJ gets the toss back, and it's onto the Hex up for Rev. Abed won't try and finish the job, but he didn't do it just yet. Now the black hole is picked up. Terrorblade, Ice get this, but the bigger one! The return from Rubik, the real Enigma! Ice blinks in with a BKB. He is just fading it out. Nolan! He hit him! Ice wanted the hole, but he gets it, but it's just the wrong way inserted! Fnatic, they're losing everybody, and this will be the Dire Ancient going down. Meepo is trying to do the best he possibly can back at the Radiant base, but it is all for naught. He'll want to go for it. Stonegate is out. Ice, the first man to run in. Rosham still not done just yet. Rolling Boulder comes through. Radiant will get it. Aegis Immortal gets into Brile. The taunt, the call is perfect from Ferep. Caught out the Bane and the pickup follower. If they can bring down the ES, they'll have nothing left. There's also the telekinesis. They all got AoE stunned up. They couldn't get out. They need, the axe. Gets the double call. They found the bait, but then the save. They actually stone him and push him back out again, but Ice, well, it's par for the course. He's surrounded by the entire J-Storm team. They're waiting for it. The Yule Scepter is delaying it. Now Fnatic, they come back in again, and with the kick, with the hit, they actually get the entire stun back out again. J-Storm, they've all gone Rapier is lost, and that could actually just be the game right there. They've already popped the Crimson Guard as well as the Piper. Whoa! March! In he goes so deep! Was that where you really wanted to throw your man? Necro's in the middle of this fight as well. They may have some to say, but then no. The call from DJ. Ryle with the right. Cleave him up. Bilal will jump too. Up and still inside the bubble. Brock can't do enough damage for it. DJ's got himself the double kill. Ryle in through the back as the Avalanche toss. They kill off the silencer so quickly, and maybe even more with the Reaper's fight. He's actually down! How has J-Storm done this? They're gonna go for more. For Rev 6 with them to get as much DPS out as possible. Now the silencer's in from Jabs, finding the damage. Necro's gonna go down. Don't go down. Too many dead for VJ Storm. They do not have buybacks, and that should be the game. No way to defend that top racks. GG is called.
Searing Chains, it connects on 2. There's the initiation from Crit. Wukong's man comes out on the back line. Yawar showing off that BKB, but there's just no damage. Now MSS, he's going to get brought down, and this looks like the beginning of the end. No BKB on the Troll Warlord means he's got no options. Resolution, though, in pretty deep, looking for a kill onto Arteezy. Sumail's already killed Universe. It's a big dunk from MSS, though. He gets 2. Buybacks, though, being used. Arteezy back into the game, as well as S4, and now forward.
Gets the kill on Yawar.
Get cleaned up, and the throne goes down. There's the Haunt. Wards come down. Huge setup from MSS. They get 1. They get 2. EG on full retreat. S4 able to live thanks to the time lapse. BKBs get used, but Arteezy taking huge damage from the Yawar ultimate. That's the Aegis, only for SVG. Now a taunt onto the Spectre. The Tombstone comes down. MSS playing out of his mind right now. There's the Haunt. BKBs get popped. They're trying to bring him down, but they've already lost S4 and Fly, only in exchange for SVG. Crit now in the back line will get brought down. And MSS winning this battle against Arteezy. All 4 down for EG. No buybacks. It is only Sumail as the GG is called. Winner's Curse onto the Shadow Shaman. On the other side, the Morphling gets caught. He goes down immediately. There's the BKB Blade Mail. Sumail also joining the party. SVG likely to be the first to fall, and he will. Now the Morphling caught by the Yules. The follow-up Hex. There is no option for Rezo. The BKB Morphling locked down by S4. Resolution will turn into Axe himself. Winner's Curse onto the Nature's Prophet. Not doing too much damage, but it sets up for the Axe. Gets the call on 2. It's a dead Prophet, soon to be a dead Tidehunter.
Sumail ready to just throw some people out of the well here as MSS one last leap in there.
Final hurrah to the end of the Watermelon, and the GG will be called by Yawar as the throne expires. An intense 3-game series, but it is Evil Geniuses that secure the win.
12 teams were left remaining yesterday morning, and now there are 8. And before we go to the Axiata Arena, we will have another 2 teams drop out. Well, rather eliminated here. Of course, a warm welcome to the Kuala Lumpur Major, here to talk to you about today, tomorrow, the day after, and of course yesterday. I have a panel of experts and ex-pros. We got Black, Bulldog, and Gods. Are you okay, Black?
Yeah, I'm good.
Ex-pro? Am I the only ex-pro, or are you also an ex-pro by now?
I'm still there.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured I'd leave that up for debate. You know.
You'll see soon. You can make fun of me again.
Yeah, I will.
Even if I win.
Well, I mean, we will make fun of you regardless of you play or not. Just don't worry about that. All right. Yesterday was very exciting, Gods. We had 4 series, and I first want to discuss a little bit about what happened, because we had I think we had the most scrappy day of Dota yet.
Yeah, I think highlighted mostly in that Fnatic series where they looked out, then they looked out again and somehow won game 2 and then brought it back in game 3. We've seen not the most polished Dota, but definitely very entertaining games. EG managed to clutch out a win at the end as well. I don't know. It was some fun games though.
Yeah, and we saw, sadly enough, Alliance lose. They were not looking that good, so you know, I guess it was just well deserved TNC was playing still a little bit sloppy, but they're a team that is pretty strong, and they're playing right now today against ViCi Gaming as well.
Yeah, but what about the last series? Did you expect EG to win?
No, well, I mean, I thought it was really close, honestly.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping they would lose because it's more fun.
Yeah, I actually thought the third game Forward would win. But
What?
You know, I mean, apparently it's more fun if
Yeah,
EG loses.
I mean, Bulldog gets some memes.
Yeah,
some
I
mail
just
and
want to see the
stuff.
chat full of baby rages.
Yeah, Baby Rages, King, LUL. Yeah.
It's a simple man right there.
Yeah.
Simple, man.
Yeah.
They did end up winning, but it wasn't flawless by any means. It was a very funny day of Dota with the Arc Warden popping up and popping off. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of that today.
It's no longer the 3 carries. Arc Warden is like,
But
he's
people
better
are
than
dealing with
TB,
it.
I think.
They're not dealing with it though, like at all. So they give him like free farm for 15 minutes. Oh, they have an Arc Warden. He's like 7k net worth. What do we do now?
But how do you deal with him then?
Yeah.
They pick proper heroes.
Like what?
Don't pick a troll. Don't pick a morphling.
Well, what's a proper hero?
Like a gap closer. Like even like if you have a Magnus, why did they pick troll and not
You
just
just
a PA
pick
or something?
Centaur and you just run at it.
Something like
I
that.
don't think PAs, they sound good. Like, you know, you want to gap close, you want to get in the bubble, but the reality is this Arc Warden hero is never visible. You can't actually find him, you can't see him. He's sending his clone out, doesn't care if it dies.
Yeah, but the thing is, something like a PA just kills a clone in like 3 seconds, and then,
Sure.
and
You
then
get
he's
that gold.
useless.
Yeah, stop farming that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then he has to like run away and can't really participate in the fight. But what we see is like this morphling. He just like gets hexed and then loses half health. It doesn't look pretty, you know.
It's hard to make those adjustments when you're in a tournament to suddenly be like, let's pick a PA when you probably haven't played PA in a single scrim in like 3 months. Are you willing to like risk your tournament life on a PA pick?
I mean, fair enough, but as you know, like, do you want to go out with like standard stuff or because yesterday they didn't address the Arc Warden not in game 1, not in game 3. He just had complete freedom.
They almost won game 3 though. They were ahead early. They're doing well.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see what kind of answer the teams have today, and I wouldn't be surprised to see advance, especially our second series of the day with EG and Fnatic, 2 teams that loved the Arc Warden yesterday, with of course, well, both Arteezy and Armel playing that really well. Wrong player, but close enough. Today we are first going to TNC ViCi Gaming, and we can also take a look at the brackets to see where today and yesterday's games leave us, as we have 2 series today, so a bit of a shorter day, if you will, and also the last day before we move into the arena.
Arena? Finally.
Malaysia.
That's going to be hype.
That is going to be hype. We will get the brackets up for you in a bit. Don't you worry. Before we look at the brackets, then we already know that there's 2 teams sitting and waiting in the upper bracket. There are 4 teams actually, 2 series. It's going great here this morning. What are we thinking? Is this an easy top 4 for them?
Well, not really. Like I feel like
You got
the only one that's kind of questionable there is like the NIP. Of course, like people came into this tournament with like how good is NIP, and they're like they have good potential, yada yada. But they beat EG. If EG won there, like it was like what everyone expected. VP, LG, Secret, and EG, but EG choking a little bit, and NIP playing really well. So, and now it's NIP against VP, and they always struggle with those guys.
It's a lot of European Dota in the winner bracket.
yeah.
SCA Dota in the low bracket, and then NA Dota at the airport. As well as South American Dota, I guess.
Hey, we still got EG.
Yeah, that's true.
For how much longer?
Well, and also they have got a lot of EUs. So there's that.
And EG's got kind of a good road, I feel, right now. They're playing against Fnatic, and Fnatic's can look pretty shaky, honestly. So I feel like EG's pretty favored there, and if they beat that, they're probably playing against NIP. And I still think EG's pretty favored as well. So they got a good road to go.
I don't think when you drop down to the low bracket, you swap. So
Oh, you swap?
they'll verse, if they win, they verse Secret or LGD.
Then they're done.
Yeah. So whoever wins
Yeah.
versus NIP versus VP will, or rather whoever loses there has to go against TNC or ViCi Gaming. Whoever wins the
then
first
EG's
series.
got to struggle.
Top 6 maybe is best they can get.
And
If they beat Fnatic.
That's not a bad score. I mean, yesterday they didn't play flawless. We've had, like I said, we have had some very, I mean, we have some pretty bad plays. Some questionable decision making, some interesting drafts.
You guys want to name some names?
No.
No.
It's early morning, too early to flame.
I mean, we can talk about it, but you know, they probably already know You don't want to bring it up again.
It's a new day. We're going to see good Dota today.
Exactly.
We're in the top 8 now. None of this, whatever, top 12 stuff.
Top 8. A lot of teams still in. Actually, 3 of the teams that are playing today in the lower bracket come from Group B. I mean, we talked before the event started, Group B, Group of Death. It definitely proved to be that way. So we also, therefore, are going to have rematches. That should be fun. Do you feel like there's been a lot of improvement in the teams over the last couple of days? I mean, our first match for Group B, ViCi Gaming TNC, that's the one we're going to have again.
Yeah.
Oh, they beat them. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, but we all know how those matches went.
That was the old TNC. That was when they were throwing
was that
games.
when they were
they
throwing
stopped,
all those games?
They're
Oh,
throwing
they were
every
throwing
game.
games.
Yeah, they're done with their throws.
It kind of stopped throwing a little bit, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For people that missed that, what was it, 30k ahead they were in game 2 of TNC ViCi, and they threw the 30k lead? Something like
That might
that?
be in the Astra one, but they had a 15k gold lead in one of their first series, so. I don't know, we hyped up Group B being a group of death, but they're on the lower bracket, so obviously they're good because they're in the top 8, but they're not like the top of the top here right now, at least. So.
They are not, unfortunately for them. All right, we have ourselves one series to look forward to for now, TNC ViCi Gaming, and I think it's time to get that series underway.
This season, they entrusted the future of their team to new recruit Ninja Boogie, and under his leadership, fans have witnessed a dramatic change in results. With Cuckoo back to playing core and Armel styling in the mid lane, this all-Filipino roster has become formidable in their home region. Runners-up in the SEA regional qualifiers, please give it up for TNC Predator. Runners-up of the Chinese regionals showed phenomenal discipline in Hamburg. And with Ori on fire right now in the mid lane, they arrived in great shape for the Kuala Lumpur Major. Cool-headed under pressure and boasting Zen-like balance in their drafts, they are stable, strategic, and deadly. Please give it up for ViCi Gaming.
TNC versus ViCi Gaming. For TNC, it is definitely a case of a revenge match. They went 0-2 against ViCi at the start of their group stage, and to be honest, if you would talk to anybody of TNC, they shouldn't have lost that series. They shouldn't have lost those games, and it is about high time that they get some revenge and they prove what they're worth here. ViCi Gaming coming into this event as one of the top teams, I'd say. Maybe not performing as well as a lot of people were expecting them to. So we got 2 teams with a lot to prove. Bulldog, what do you think is going to happen? Just a straight up.
Yeah, I think we got a pretty even game, honestly.
Okay.
Many people might think that ViCi Gaming is like heavily favored or anything. I don't think so at all. TNC, sure, they have like a sprinkle of throw, but I think they learned from those past games. Like, since they lost against ViCi Gaming, sometimes you might be like, oh no, we lost, they're stronger than us. But they kind of threw those games, so it's like, I feel like they feel strong and confident anyway. It's pretty even.
Pretty even? You two agree with that, Black Gods?
Yep, I definitely don't think ViCi's heavy favorites. I kind of woke up this morning, just had this good feeling that TNC are going to do well.
Don't you, to be honest, do you not normally have that with all the Southeast Asian teams?
I don't think Fnatic's going to do well today.
Oh, okay. Well,
after yesterday, I've lost some faith in Fnatic, but I hope they do well. But TNC, it's not hope. I actually think they're playing really well, and the team's clicking, and I think ViCi Gaming's not looked amazing. So
TNC style is also really good against what ViCi does, I think. Like this very chaotic style can oftentimes tear this like methodical play style apart. So yeah, should be good on
play
paper.
Really like crazy. I don't know. Like when I see TNC, they're just like they don't play like Secret or LG like clean strict Dota. They just like
They're just
go
anywhere.
kill everyone and they just just go ahead.
Well, suddenly we have 5 here, even though like 2 lanes are pushing. You're like, all right.
Yeah, I mean they play like kind of weird Dota sometimes, which it's an advantage against these like stronger strict teams because they don't know like what's happening.
Yeah.
That's how they've caused like some of those big upsets in the past. Like everyone remembers the team with Jimmy when they upset OG at TI. It's just like, you don't know what this team's going to do. They're going to do some crazy stuff sometimes.
Yep, their results so far have been a little bit all over the place, but obviously good enough to get into the top 8 here. Coming through the lower bracket, I believe they went as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, they started
from the beginning.
It was their first game.
They went versus
Pain.
Pain Gaming.
They had
that
a
was
tough one.
Yeah, that was pretty tough. But they cheesed
Yeah.
that one though, didn't they? Like
Yeah, they husked it.
Yeah.
They husked it.
And then
Yeah.
they had to beat the favorites Alliance, which was not easy. You know, Alliance coming in there.
They were looking strong, man. They were.
Yeah, Alliance played perfectly, but TNC just went better. You know.
Yeah.
I think that's a good sign for TNC. It's not like they've had easy opponents. Because they finished last in their group, they suddenly have this tough first match versus a winner bracket team next.
I do feel there's a little bit of sarcasm in them because Alliance did not look too hot yesterday.
In that series. But I mean, as a whole, Alliance is
Yes.
good though.
And
just didn't
best
play
of
well
one
there.
versus Pain is definitely a tough one.
So they should. I mean, best of one, you get a draft win, but that's still helpful for a best of 3. If you can win a game off of a Husker pick or a cheesy Brood pick or a Meepo, whatever it may be, you know, that's one step closer to winning a BO3. So
Yep.
it's not like totally separate being a BO3 that those picks don't work.
And TNC has also played almost every day this week. ViCi Gaming, they have not. They played, what was it, Sunday, and they lost 2 games to Secret, and after that they've had days off until right now. I wonder if that is a bad thing.
They played yesterday against PainX, right?
Oh yeah,
They
that is
2-0.
correct.
So-
They did 2-0 Paynex.
So yeah, I feel like they've had almost like the easier opponent in a way. It's like they lost to a tough team in the winner bracket, Team Secret, and then they drop down. It's like they don't have like a really tough matchup. Like no offense, PainX, but I just don't think they're on the level of like the Pain team. They're the second team for a reason. Even Alliance, I'd say, is maybe a stronger team on paper. So. I don't know.
Yeah, but also just having these days off, I think, is really important. Or it's really bad because it just kills momentum, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially like Secret now has had, I don't know how long break they've had. And
4
they're like-
days.
Yeah, it's because in between time you're like, oh, you play like scrims, but scrims is nowhere close to the same level as an official game. Like the hype and intensity is not the same. So, you know, just coming in here, playing every day, I feel like that really helps them a lot.
Yeah. Losing against Secret maybe helped them learn something for ViCi Gaming, though. Playing against the stronger teams normally helps you understand
Your shortcomings, yeah.
your
bad,
shortcomings.
Yeah, but it was also tough because it was like a step backwards because they'd previously lost to Secret at Hamburg, and
Yeah.
it was like a close 5-game series. They probably felt like, man, we're good, we're getting better, we're on the right track, and then they verse them again, and they get 2-0 stomped, and it's like, oh, are we really
Whoops.
improving? Like, what happened? We're meant to be getting better and learning, and suddenly Secret's the one who are learning, not us.
Well, time to get into the players who are all supposed to perform here at the highest level possible. Black, I asked you before the series, who are your key players, and these are them. We got Armel and DY.
Yeah, I think DY is like kind of the question mark of the team. He has like a lot of proof, even though the second place at Hamburg, arguably he like already proved himself. But in the games they've played, he looked quite shaky, especially in the laning phase. Like his late game is really good, and I think his decision making in the mid late game is also really good. But if he could polish, his laning phase, I think he could become quite a
DY is
monster.
pretty new as well, right?
Yeah.
So, like, did he steal FY's name or what's going on here?
Maybe he tried to in FY, like
Wouldn't it be cool like FY?
issued copyright. I don't know.
Yeah, but he can't compare to FY though.
Maybe a sign
no
of
way.
respect.
Yeah, it might be.
I don't think it's just want to undermine him. I feel it's not respect; it's undermining him.
Deep
Oh.
comes before
I'm
F
the
in the
Y god.
alphabet, Yeah, he's like, my letter's first.
He's better. He's even pointing, He's better.
And Amal oftentimes is just, the guy that carries the team.
Yeah.
Gets these like more carry-ish heroes, whereas Gabby plays these like space makers. So yeah.
18 years. One of the youngest players here. I believe Bryle was the youngest with 17. 18 coming close. How much of a difference do you feel like this makes? For example, TNC has a lot of young players, and they are still right now playing from their rooms here rather than on the main stage. It's a nice way to ease into things, especially, for example, for Gabby, who has not got a lot of competitive experience.
Probably helps. And also, it's like they're now comfortable there. It's not like day one playing from your hotel room in a match. You might be a little nervous, which is where they lost their group stage. Now, at this point, it's just another match played from the room. Maybe they'll change when they get to the main event if they get there. So Got to imagine TNC's a bit calmer. Some of those young players will be helped out by it.
Although we have seen, especially yesterday, some uncharacteristic problems and mistakes from, especially Ice. Even Bryle, I feel like, didn't play like to his standard. I don't know why, but might be, you know, elimination nerves coming in, something like that. It's always a bit tough when you have these rough matches.
Yeah, but you know, the younger the player is, like, it feels like the hungrier you are. Like always these new superstar mid players, they've always been like super young. You had Samael, and then kind of Miracle is also young, and No One as well is pretty young. So like always, like the younger you are, the hungrier you are, pretty much. It feels like when you grow up, you get like content.
Or even if you win, right? If you win a lot, you're like, okay.
They also seem to get less nervous for a lot of the time,
Yeah,
for whatever reason. They just haven't learned to be nervous yet.
Yes, I think that is just a thing in life, because if you're thinking about, for example, just maybe a stupid example, but if you're going snowboarding or skiing, as a young kid, you're not afraid of falling. You're just going down that hill. But as soon as you get a little bit older, you think, oh my God, if I fall, then I break a leg, and therefore you're more scared and you're less good at those type of things. So. You know, it's a weird example, but the cockiness of younger kids make them good for the mid lane.
I'm 17 years old, learning to drive a car. I wasn't afraid of anything. Now, getting on the freeway, I'm like, oh, gotta go slow. This is not safe.
Let's not pass this truck here, because I'm nice and comfy. All right, we're in the draft of the first game. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. We've had a bit of a shift in the meta in the last two series we had yesterday, with the Centaur, with the Arc Warden there, of course, as well. And we still have, you know, the cheese picks to watch out for as well. So it will be interesting.
There's still the Axes and Enigmas, which still seem really strong, even though some of the Axes yesterday in the EG series didn't do that well. I think the hero is still amazing.
Yeah, and the Enigma, I feel like every time I see it, people just choke on it. Like, they always miss the black holes. It doesn't have that big impact I'm used to seeing. Like, it seems simple when you just watch, like, okay, you just blink and black hole someone. How hard can it be? But you know, you got to think about all the abilities, and you know, do you have BKB, and people overthink it, and then they miss it, and then they like. I just prefer when they play the tank one, where it's just you go in the fight and you're just a threat of the black hole instead of the blink rush or something like that.
I think a lot of people are honestly just forced into picking Enigma because wow, it's like a super strong hero. They left it. We have to pick it. I don't think. I mean, Ice is not a bad Enigma by any means, but it's definitely not his comfort hero, for example.
ViCi turn to ban.
I'm a little surprised with the bans.
Kind of normie bans.
Any in particular you're surprised by?
Well, I thought maybe there was going to be a Centaur and Arc Warden ban.
It's hard because it's different teams playing now. Like,
sure.
I think because it's best of 3, you see what happens in game 1 draft. You can't just assume they're going to Arc Warden because teams played it yesterday, because Fnatic and EG played it.
What about the Undying, the Necro, and the Weaver? Also bans that we normally see come out.
We're going to see some of those picked up.
Yeah,
the
Weaver
Undying,
definitely.
The Weaver. I'd expect a first 2 Undying from one of these teams as Weaver ban.
Well, we haven't seen it here yet, but TNC, Gabby plays a good Arc Warden, and for VG it's Paparazzi, I think, who plays the Arc Warden.
Arc Warden seems scarier for TNC because they have the first pick, so they can get that the fourth overall pick.
Yeah.
Onto it.
I feel now that I'll kind of just pick the Phoenix, but the best counter against Arc Warden for me is your Centaur, because you just run right at him and run over the team. So if Centaur is available, it's kind of scary.
I think Centaur, Spectra.
The carries is the PL is amazing.
Spectra PL. Yeah.
According to Dotabuff, it was like PL, Meepo, and Slark are like 3 of the biggest counters to him. Slark is amazing, but it's a bad hero.
Yeah, Slark owns Arc Warden.
Yeah, it just
you just have no chance.
I mean, if we keep seeing Arc Warden, we may see Slark just be tried as a solution. You mentioned PA. It's the same idea. This hero is not that good. It's out of the meta, but sometimes they come back in because they counter something.
I'm not sure how good Slark will be because of the hex changes. Like, don't you just hex Slark and then he's like, kind of screwed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's more like old patch.
I get the Centaur, so.
Yeah.
And the Silencer, of course, against the Phoenix.
Probably position 4 Centaur again.
Yeah. This pick here, if they pick Arc Warden, that's basically saying that these teams feel Arc Warden's a bit broken.
Yeah, but
it may just be an EG Fnatic thing, though.
I mean, you know, they win one game with it. They lost the game where they didn't have it, so they're probably like, okay, let's just pick it again. Neither of these teams have picked it yet, right?
That's a Shiva question.
That's a Shiva question. I have it here. Let's see. Arc Warden is not picked up by any of these teams this tournament. I should say.
Nice.
Let's
I
hope-
don't like Argorn. Fuck that guy,
Hope it
honestly.
stays that way. Yeah.
Like,
it's-
what has happened to Dota? It's just send out Illusion. Terrorblade, send out Illusion, play safe. Argorn, send out Illusion. Peel, send out Illusion.
How does Gabby's or Paparassi's Arc Warden compare to that of Ortiz or Abed's?
I would say it's probably quite similar.
I think Arteezy, well, I think Arteezy might just be one of the best. Like his interview when he talked about all the little micro plays, that's such an Arteezy thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got this Necro book, I put Mjolnir on it. All those small little like efficiency things that aren't going to win you the game, but they add up over time. Like, I think he probably is one of the best Arc Warden
Yeah,
players.
but I think when you play a hero like a lot, it just becomes like muscle memory. Oh, I'm putting Mjolnir here, I'm forcing that in, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he's probably better at like on-the-fly decision making.
10 seconds remaining.
Do 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 do.
He
5 seconds remaining.
Okay.
wants to start singing a song.
Seems so. All right, with these two openings, we've got Necro 2. Anything you particularly like? Is this still just same old, same old?
I mean, Necro's just a Necro.
Yeah, it's
Good hero.
pretty same Dota. Nothing
Yeah.
too weird yet. Necro obviously pretty good against Sunturn to lane. And yeah, his ult is always good against strength heroes. Just get them to happen and
TNC predators turn
kill
to
'em.
ban.
Kill him.
Kill him.
I wonder if TNC will ban that Arc Warden now, because that's a hero that can lane and do very well against Necro.
51 bans. The guy's...
I felt pretty underwhelmed by this hero when I've seen it.
Yeah, like...
It's only got
There's-
35% win rate as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not too great.
I don't know why so many teams are scared of it, actually. There's like so many ways to play
10
against it now.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, people saved like even something simple as a nightmare. We've seen plenty of times just saving this Shadow Demon, and there's a lot of heroes that can just counter ult. And if you counter ult to this hero, it's kind of ruins it.
Shadow Demon, Dazzle, Bane.
How high do you rate Gabby as a carry player, Black? You've played in SEA. Is he like one of the best there?
I think he has like a high skill ceiling, but he's very
10
like he likes to
seconds
throw
remaining.
sometimes. I don't know whether it's because he's
ViCi
inexperienced or what, but
Gaming's turn
like
to
his
pick.
decision making, especially late game, is very iffy. Though his early mid game is very strong. I could see yesterday his item builds and everything was really spot on.
Sounds like he'll fit right in, you know? Very strong laning, good early mid game. That's like the TNC way. And then a bit throwy.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell they all fit very well together right now.
Yeah. Well, ViCi banned some of those melee carries, the gap closers. This looks like a great Arc Warden game for ViCi.
Fade's Shadow Shaman coming out as well.
I love that hero. It's just so good at killing objectives.
Might be position 3 again
Seconds remaining.
with a position 4 Centaur.
No, well, that was
That was
TNC
TNC.
did.
Yeah, well,
ban.
why wouldn't they just do it against him? Like, we can
VG
do way
Gaming
better
hasn't
than you.
tried that yet, but I wouldn't be surprised. We saw it being very successful for LGD, the position 4 Centaur.
I think Yang likes to play more of those tanky frontliners, though. That
Mm.
Shaman does not sound like a Yang hero.
Yeah, but are you really tanky against Necro ever? Heroes just...
Sure, get a pipe.
Well, I lose 2% health per second.
I mean, if anything, normally what we see from the first couple of picks is that it's hard to tell which hero is going which position, but I think for ViCi Gaming, it's pretty straightforward because they don't really swap around all that often. So we can only imagine that it's a DY Silencer.
Yep.
And the Yang and Fade Shadow Shaman Centaur.
TNC needs some kind of initiator now, maybe. Like, I think
Yeah.
Magnus is just a solid
Or just
enables to
stunts in
carry as
general,
well.
right?
I think just getting a stunning support here.
If it no stunts, like a shaker or
ViCi
something.
Gaming's
Bane still.
turn to
And just
Bane.
pick up the Bane. Whoop-de-doo.
Phoenix for Arc Warden here. Yeah. Because when they ban that PL, it's just like, they're going to pick Arc Warden.
Oh boy.
Well,
But then again, you have a Bane is not good against Arc Warden. They kind of could already see that coming.
Well, we could. Good TNC, though.
I mean, I hope they could.
I knew exactly they're gonna pick that. I knew everything they're gonna pick.
And TNC's
What
got,
do you think they're going to pick next?
they've
TNC?
got core picks here. So they can-
Magnus.
Magnus?
10 seconds
I would like it. Magnus PA, let's go. Right now.
for TNC, Magnus and PA.
Yeah, I would love to see how it works against the Arc Warden.
They go
Doesn't sound great.
Magnus
Mhm.
Spectre is what they'll pick.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it might
Spectre's also strong.
Spectre sounds like something they would do.
Yeah, it's kind of lame though. You know, PA, you throw dagger, you kill the Shadow Shaman, you kill the Silencer with like 1 crit. It's quite nice.
But they will itemize again. They will get a Ghost Scepter.
ViCi Gaming's turn to ban.
It's not a Magnus.
Why?
Bulldog.
Hey.
Oh, that's not a hero that...
That's what I'm
Great
saying.
against Arc
Like
Warden.
everybody just picks these heroes that is so
It's
bad
like, oh,
against
this
Arc Warden.
Mirana hero is good. Let's just keep picking it.
bit. Like if you want to win against Arkward, just get close to him, man. It's
Anyone
not-
can get close right now.
It's not
Yeah.
science.
It's not science, but it's harder than you make it sound. This hero does sit very far back, can build like the Hurricane Pikes against those melee carries.
Yeah, but
5 seconds.
range carries don't even deal damage.
Yeah, unless you're a hero that can just go in the bubble, and Mirana's not one. If you leap into a bubble, you're dying. You're just done for.
Yeah.
Even if you have BKB, I think it's rough.
I feel like it's really weird. Like, actually, all 4 of the heroes right now are really bad against Arkwarden.
You would imagine that after yesterday's games, all teams would have started to, think about what to do if that Arc Warden comes against them in a match.
Yeah, and if they did that and came up with a Mirana, then I'm a bit disappointed.
I mean, I think they should just ban it instead of Lina. I'm not sure what the Lina ban was for.
I mean-
Like, protects the egg as well as the Necro, kind of.
Yeah, it's just a comfort kit for ViCi, but
Well, it seems like they have a plan.
Ah, there we go.
do we
Something.
though?
I mean, Lycan is quite strong against Arkwarden.
We
But
have Centaur.
yeah, and if you reach late game, it's not a thing. But
It's it's very early mid game based, and that's TNC though. They won games with Husker at 25 mids. They don't want to go late
Yeah.
game.
I mean, I think they just picked this Mirana because of like comfort zone combo with the Bane.
Yeah.
with, like strong.
At strong
lanes.
lane,
Yeah.
They want to win the lanes and win this game in like 30-ish minutes maybe.
And if they wait longer, then Arc Warden is going to be too fat anyway,
Oh,
so
no.
they're
Yeah.
just going all in.
If this
I
goes late
I
game,
like it.
They have
Late
no
game, they won't
chance.
beat Arc Warden, yeah.
Unless they're ahead by like 15-20k gold, then it's like, well, you're late game, but you're ahead.
I mean, we've seen that.
And even then, yeah, it's like you might still lose. But
What does VG need here? They need some kind of space maker, just
Need
prolong the game.
some deep push, some wave clear, like the
Like Dragon Knight is possible for
Hmm.
Ori. Not
Yeah.
the greatest though.
Lina would have been good maybe, but that's banned. Bloodseeker's that kind of Lycan counter pick, I guess. That was banned as well.
Tiny is still in the pool.
Oh, his first
Oh.
ban.
Shiver, you've done this many times now, Shiver.
Every
You do it every time, get angry.
Sorry, Tiny's not in the pool.
Yeah.
Tiny's bad.
I'll pick DK. I
think
like
Kunk-
DK.
Kunka's good. Then you get some team fight as well.
Kanka is
Yeah,
good.
Kanka
yeah.
or DK, something like that. Just give that strong team fight. I like just a stun as well.
I think Kanka with Arc Warden is also really good because you can't actually kill him.
Lycan.
Ooh.
The problem with Lycan
Was that
here is-
supposed to be a wolf?
No.
Ooh.
See that? What did I do?
It's, no, you gotta live into it. No, don't do it. Don't bother.
That's a seal. Arr, arr.
Put your heart into it. Yeah.
I will, but not on camera.
It will be an
Amber.
Ember Spirit to
Okay.
round out the lineup.
I mean, it's also
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
It's good versus Mirana, Necro.
yeah, but that means the Centaur should be core because they need a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was gonna be core likely anyways.
It will be a Yang Centaur indeed.
Yeah.
Paparazzi on the Arc Warden. Yeah, no surprises coming out for VG Gaming in terms of who's playing what.
Well, Black did the research. You know that who plays Arc Warden. Maybe TNC should have done the same. Maybe I should coach TNC.
Yeah, maybe we should do a prediction. Shut up already.
All right, you start then.
You started on the left.
So the right starts.
Gods. Shiver.
I don't do predictions.
Shiver's the host. Who goes first, Shiver?
Shiver go.
All right, Black, go for it.
Oh, well, I go now. All right.
You gotta listen to the host. The host is the one in charge.
I mean, I'm just gonna go for Ori Ember. I think that's the-
Ori's Ember.
yeah.
VG
Yeah.
Gaming for Black. Totally unbiased, of course.
I think the problem with heroes like Lycan is that the laning stage is just too important, and Lycan is not the strongest laner. Said it enough. That's why it makes so many carries unviable. So I also feel ViCi Gaming just got a way easier game.
So smart. I like it.
Is TNC gonna play fast enough, gods? That is the question.
Well, I'm gonna choose TNC because I like a CA team.
I'm not gonna.
What?
I'm gonna choose VG Gaming as well. Actually,
Oh,
I think their
really?
draft is way easier to play.
Well, now I have
Wow.
to choose VG because Black made fun of me. Alright. It's okay though.
There's there might be some some jinxing going on here. We'll see though. Can TNC play fast enough to outpace that Arc Warden from Paparazzi? Let's find out in the first game of the series.
Welcome on, everybody. It's the first best of 3 of the day. I'm here with legendary analyst Grant. Now, Grant, you were here and I witnessed it. You called the Lycan. You said that Lycan could be a great pickup to go against the Arc Warden. Tell everybody at home why.
Okay, I don't want to take full credit because I was up at 4 a.m. this morning. I was actually talking with Mason and Charlie from Team Wu-Tang or Mango Bay or whatever he is, and they just said Lycan beats the Arc Warden lane and obviously late game, right? You just get on top of him. You get an Abyssal Blade, you just run on top of him. It works out pretty good, and that's why heroes like him and Pierre decent versus like him, but the laning phase, as you said, and it looks like it is going to be Lycan versus Ember middle. I am not sure how that matchup goes, so. But I mean, Lycan, right? You just get on top of him, you get inside the bubble, you get an Abyssal Blade late game, you can shred that Arc Warden.
Now, what about that last pick, Ember, though? Does that kind of throw a cog in things a bit, or do you think that that's just a safe comfort pick for ViCi Gaming?
I think it might be a comfort pick for Ori as well, as it does decent. I mean, right, they got it fully last pick. It doesn't do terrible versus any of these 3 cores. Like, in lane, like, obviously, he probably loses all 3 lanes, but he doesn't get absolutely trounced or dumpstered. And I don't know. Ori on that Ember, as Black said, you don't really want to pick against him because we've seen his Ember and we've seen Sumail's Ember, and those Embers don't really lose games.
Yeah, they are sick nasty, as we like to say.
No.
So, getting into action right now, and the lane's going to be dispersed a bit. I'm excited to watch again my boy DY here on the bottom. Mr. Ding, the Dinger.
Yeah, but he's going to hit. And this guy, I mean, as much as we've been talking about, like, his laning phase isn't that good, but you just watch him in the mid and late game, like, his decision-making, everything he does is so good. I mean, if he fixes his laning phase woes, this guy is going to be an absolute monster.
And we were questioning over breakfast and talking about him a bit more. I was with Diori a bit, and he is a top, like, 30 leaderboard Chinese player, but typically a core player. So it's a matter of, is he just kind of unfamiliar with the support lane and how to kind of interact and not to overextend yourself? You know, you're a support. You can't just get way too high and mighty and aggressive. You'll end up just kind of feeding yourself over.
Yeah. As I mean, I'd say most core players think it's easy to play support, and then most support players think it's easy to play core, and that's where you get the hatred in pubs for sure. Like, this guy lost my lane, and you know the other guy's like, no, it was actually you, and it's always fun to see.
All right, trades from both sides as we have the full lane split. Top lane, though, we do have a sleep into an arrow. Nice setup here. Fade could be in a bit of trouble, but the stun comes out from Yang. One more right click, but Fade's able to eat his way through the trees and pop the bottle, chug it on down.
Yep, and well, there's the combo that's been around forever. You just have Miranda Bane. I know the panel didn't really like seeing Miranda, but this hero, if you do get a good start, can just dominate a game, even if you're a little behind, right? We saw Foytba from Alliance just having an insanely good game on him, and another sleep arrow, but don't think much chance of a killer. Just take the regen away.
Yeah, try to, but
unfortunately, Centaur's a lot.
Yeah,
he has a lot.
He's got a lot of spinach and a good healing salve still there to work with, so it's going to take a lot of muscle power. And I'm there with you. Mirana, though, I feel like overall has been kind of hot and cold this event. Yeah, sometimes it's like she looks like the best hero ever, and when she's on a snowball streak, she just can't be stopped. She's a regular Robin Hood. In other games, it feels like she's never getting to that point whatsoever, and it's always just a bit lackluster. So it's very critical for her to have that good, successful laning phase and then keep the momentum running. Certainly against the lineup of ViCi Gaming here, because they have a run you down, rip you apart kind of lineup. Lots of objective push here between the Shadow Shaman and, of course, the Arc Warden, and then plenty of mid-team fight with the Global Silence, the Centaur blinking in, and the Ember Spirit.
Yep, and just Arc Warden not having to be there to be in a fight. That's one of the craziest things about it here. Like, hey, I'm going to be farming bottom, and guess what? I'm going to have a fake hero top who can do everything I can do. And
do you like the concept of Arc Warden?
I like the concept. I wouldn't even consider him really a Dota hero, but I do like the concept. Like, no other hero is really like him. Like, you can say, oh, TB sends illusions just like that, but Arc Warden is a completely different hero, even more so than Meepo, I feel. It is a very strange hero.
Definitely one of those like specialist kind of heroes you see the micro players get a hold of and kind of just continue to raise the ceiling higher and higher on their true potential. But here we go. They are pressuring Paparazzi himself. He's going to be forced to pull out the bubble, and it looks like that's more than enough to keep him safe and steady.
Yep, so he is playing the offlane in dual lane versus dual lane. Usually you do want your Arc Warden middle more so because you want levels on that hero. You want a quick book one, as we've seen, but I mean, if you can get away with it in the side lane, I believe Arteezy played it once middle and once side lane, and he got away with it, I think, both times, but usually you want levels on this here, so I want to see if Cuckoo can just pressure him out of this lane and make him feel uncomfortable.
Let's see. Saw there Yang trying to posture himself up forward on that Centaur. He's chewed through all of that regen now, all those tangos. He had 7, now he has none.
Damn.
So he's being a lot of heavy harassment here, and at this point they might try to look for some opportunities to hit some heavy-hearted damage. If they can't get the kill, then they might be able to at least force them out from the lane. But they are going to be the ones kind of turning onto the Bane here with the shackles. A good leap to set the arrow to try to bail him out. He turns with the sap, quickly gets the first blood, but it will cost him his own life. Bloodshed across the top of the lane right now. Armel will bully back Fade as much as possible, but that first blood does get rewarded to TNC.
Yeah, I think that was an odd first blood because I think he was actually going to die first, but his attack was in midair when the double edge hit, so obviously it took him down to 1 HP, and like his attack in midair got the kill. So Ninja Boogie, you know, a little bit lucky, and you take that in a game like this. This is elimination. This is for top 6. Top 6 is a lot more points than top 8 in the new major season.
Money too,
yes,
that's for sure.
I like that. Everyone likes money.
Everybody
I think.
likes money.
I don't know, for the most part. And it can buy happiness. Everyone's lying to you if they say it can't.
Absolutely.
And well, only one for one. It's pretty even right now, and I feel like this Lycan, he's doing a decent job farming middle. Ember's as well getting farmed, but Lycan, if Ember leaves the lane once, his Lycan will just push down your tower. He gets the helm of the Dominator, gets those wolves.
Yeah.
Your tower's just gone if Ori rotates.
Very similar to the like DK and Death Prophets of the world. Like if you're just going to leave something unattended, they're going to take full-blown advantage of it and run right through that lane. But that's going to be an Ori to rotate, and Ember does take a little bit of time before he feels strong enough to kind of make a rotation impact here. But they're happy to swing it out. Gets a lot of last hits here with that slight, but has to also eat a lot of damage for it.
Yeah, you see that the wolves don't even really die to that slight, plus the flame guard. Once you get even just level 3 of those wolves, it's a decent matchup. Melee versus melee bottom though.
They're pressuring on in. Paparazzi trying to swing with inside, but Tim's is going to chase him down all the way. Doesn't care about the bubble, but the Ori rotation actually does come out sooner than I even expected. Making a move to step on the Cuckoo here. Both him and DY looking to chase him down. One more light click, and that's going to be confirmed for DY.
Tim's went down too. He tried to like go for that kill in the trees, and he just like fed a solo kill to Paparazzi pretty much, and they do get the kill top, but that's a great rotation because they do it before the Lycan Hell's Helm of the Dominator. He's just now hitting the tower. Like, it is not going to eat that much damage. That was a very good rotation by Ori.
Good heads up play, good call out. And DY's going to get his first bit of intel already for the lane. But we could see a mild rotation coming out within just a moment. It looks like Ninja Boogie and Armel are going to be on the prowl here after tagging up and hitting the showers. Maybe a sleep arrow setup could be coming in soon, but mid lane also going to see its own approach, a jump and a chain down, follow up from Fade. They're locking. They're loading onto this Lycan. He's going to be forced to go the way.
Oh my god, the uphill miss. I think he would have been possibly okay anyways, but that's got to feel bad.
Oh, it doesn't matter for Tim's though. He just gets run down, or he's just putting in the work. Ninja Boogie shows up now, but it's going to be too late for the ideal rotation.
I'll just take some experience here, and that's the problem. They do not. I guess we didn't talk about that either. It wasn't just a comfort pick for Ori as well, because what lockdown do they have for this Ember? You have like this Bane and Mirana, and that really is it. Like that is not like guaranteed setups.
Yeah. There's, I guess, for how much snowball potential we were saying for TNC and for Lycan and for Mirana, there's just as much there available for Ori, especially if he's going to go unchained and without any sort of lockdown from the side of TNC. And he's the one with kind of a smoother start here, 1-0, and he's now the king of CS at 43-8.
I do like the Ori and Sumail, the two prime Ember. Ori's going for the tread, Sumail goes for the phase. Just a difference, even though they are the two best in the world, they still, view the hero differently, that's always what makes Dota so fun.
Contention towards this full camp here at the bottom. It's going to be taken up from Paparazzi and DY. Oh, can't quite get it to connect towards the lane itself. And they'll have to make do with that situation.
And Radiant actually up a little bit of gold, even though they're down 2 kills, and it's mostly just the fact they're allowed to stay in lanes, right? You've got this Lycan with his, what's it called? So let me look at it. With this Feral Impulse, keeps him in the lane. You have this Necro, obviously can stay in a lane. They're not really pressured to ever leave lane or even have to bring regen because they're so self-sustaining.
And the only time they're on the move is when they're looking to make a setup play. Moonlight Shadow, first one of the game, leads into the sleep. Swing around, Cuckoo's trying to bring him down, and there it is. A Mighty Reaper Scythe will help secure that one, but a rotation again from Ori back to the bottom lane. Looking to go for a bit of redemption here and try to burn him up with that immolation burn, if you will, of the Flame Guard. There's the ghost, there's the heal, yep. And it does manage to bounce him back a bit. The curse is going to do some work onto the Necro, but it's still pretty low level, and he's going to heal his way through it, and they're going to secure the takedown onto DY itself.
He has 2 arcane curses on him, it lasts that long. And that was so smart. Okay, if you didn't saw there, Ninja Boogie gave Cuckoo the kill, so he got the hero regen from getting that, and that was really smart. Now look at full HP after using the salve. They have the Helm of the Dominator Lycan here, and this is very rare for Radiant to come and push the safe lane tier 1. You almost always see the rotations to the off lane to take over the jungle. This is a little bit different. As they said, TNC just plays differently.
Sleep, path's a bit pulled off. DY takes it, but it could cost him his own life. Lycan's just going to go chomp him on down. Back-to-back takedowns of Dink. Ori's trying to fight off the trouble here, but this tower is eating a lot of damage.
And that is just, I mean, we talked about DY's laning phase. It can be very rough, and he dies, comes back, and dies again immediately. Only level 4, and that's a little bit rough.
To the benefit of ViCi, they now have their Stampede online and ready. We saw that Centaur didn't have to get his hands dirty whatsoever with those recent trades, so he's had time in the top lane to kind of farm up at his solo. He's about to have his Vanguard complete. And then, as I mentioned, they have Stampede to work with if they want to, you know, whether engage or disengage from a sticky situation like we just saw.
Well, TNC, I know it's only 9 minutes in, but they're looking a lot cleaner already, even than just yesterday. They're just playing these rotations. They haven't really missed a rotation yet. Haven't lost any towers. They just haven't made any mistakes, and I mean, it's pretty damn important.
Rotation, though, coming out from ViCi now. Fade has his own level 6, so if they can make a fight happen to the bottom, plus turn it into a push towards the tier 1, could be good money. They're about to pincer in onto Tims and Cuckoo, a fight over the 10-minute runes. They put their focus right away onto Cuckoo, lock him in his spot, burn him on down, grab that bounty, and then get back to the business at hand, and they finish off the old man.
Yep, nice and easy. Not only, so it's a 2-for-2 rune change, but you kill Cuckoo, and he's your safe lane. It's a pretty giant kill.
They're probably going to pressure out this bottom lane. They still have the wards up and ready if they'd like to use them to really finish it off.
I think you do. Yeah.
There they go.
Just toss them down. I don't really think you can defend, especially because you have this Arc Warden here. You see Tim's like hiding to the right, but you can't TP in. Look at it. If you TP in behind the tower, there's just 3 ghosts that are going to kill you immediately.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know. Someone's going to try.
Okay, well, they do end up off to the side of where those traps currently are. A little one is going to end up hitting him. Cuckoo wants to try to get some gold off these wards if possible. Doesn't look like ViCi are trying to make something out of this.
Oh, nice.
They're committing forward a bit. Back of a Moonlight Shadow. They have that sentry down, though, and they quickly get both hit with a curse, but they're pursuing forward, looking to go for the finish on Paparazzi. The arrow's there. Now the egg going to be committed. They put their focus onto the egg. They're not be able to take it. Oh, no, they are able to crack it, though. Follow up, Global Silence, turnaround play from ViCi, but Cuckoo is able to get the finish right then and there. But Ori's not done yet. Diving right back in, able to chop on up and finish off Ninja Boogie before taking his leave.
This Arc Warden, that's why I talked about how you like playing Milk. He is level 6 now. He's been necroed twice, so he's been dead an extra, 30 seconds now? Yeah, 15 times 2, that's 30. That's quick math.
Good job, Green.
And it just feels like this Arc Warden, now you have an Ember who's extremely farmed because he's getting all these cleanup kills, but I mean, is that necessarily a good thing that your Arc Warden is falling this far behind, even though your Ember is growing that quickly?
Yeah, you don't want to put everything on the weight of the shoulders of just one man.
1 hero, yeah.
So we'll have to see if there's going to be a recovery period for Arc Warden, or if they're even going to be given that kind of grace period. TNC kind of keep this momentum going. I doubt they're going to be backing down whatsoever. I'll let Armor kind of take back to that top lane for now, but it looks like Tims is going to be invading a bit deep to get some ward vision for the team.
We saw the replay there. I just wasn't a big fan of the DY global ulti. It just feels like, as well as yesterday he did then, it's always after the egg, and level 1 egg, no one really cares. It's so few hits. They were all 3 fire spirited, and they still killed the egg. That is how, you know, the paper mache egg goes, I guess.
Look at that ward that Tims was able to put down, though. They figured there was going to be a ward drop within their jungle. He's not able to get it with the first sentry drop, and is still kind of looking around as far as where it could be, but it looks like that one is going to stand for a while and provide that little bit of vision for TNC to work with. Now Ninja Boogie's got a haste rune. He's also flirting around that neighborhood.
Yo, what up?
Spots out Centaur, hits him with the sleep.
But no Miranda nearby.
Yeah, not really sure. He's going to go for the grip here. Okay, arrow's coming now. It's from another city, it feels like. It does finally land, but the Phoenix just throws himself in with an egg and quickly gets cracked. Now Bane's going to go down too. I'm sorry, Grant. That may have been a little over-ambitious right there, but they're not done yet. They're looking to clean up what they already started. Suddenly a wild Gabby Wolf comes running into the field, and they're not going to back down whatsoever. They have 4 around here to fight.
You wonder, I was like, oh, because that was not a, that was a very interesting fight. Once again, you just lay the egg down, but you just instantly die right there. And the Lycan wasn't even, it felt like they were so far away. Like, I liked what Ninja Boogie was trying to do, but I think he had to wait another like 5 or 6 seconds because there was just nobody nearby.
I mean, it's a Vanguard Centaur. He just got level 9, so he's 1,800 life, but he had like 1,700 life for that trade. He's going to take a lot of muscle power. And Mirana, maybe if she had been a little bit closer, they could have done a hit and run kind of a job, but it just takes a little too long and it ends up costing TNC just a bit too much. Now what was a sizable gold advantage has been cut down a bit. Just about 1K for both gold and XP.
Yep, and it feels like, I mean, Dyer just took a good fight, but I'm looking at this Arc Warden and just so low on the net worth list right now, and that is not where you want to be on Arc Warden. Obviously, that hero can catch up. If you win like one fight and the hero doesn't die, all of a sudden maybe you're caught up, but Paparazzi doesn't want to have to go and kill 5 heroes in a fight. He wants to just farm the jungle.
Possible posturing up towards that top lane. It's to note that they did finally get that ward down. It cost 3 different sentries to kind of isolate where it was. So yeah, DY's feeling a bit broke after having to invest so much, but at least they are able to kind of remove that bit of vision, but TNC still have another ward up here to kind of work with for now.
Damn, that was a tough ward to find. I'm sure also, I mean, replays were definitely watched. Like, that's one of the biggest things. I know these support players, they will watch like 10 replays of the other team, just skip past sometimes, see where they place these wards, and get them down. It takes a while, but you get it.
Here we go. Uh-oh, just as Moonlight Shadow comes out, they make their move in. Do they have the detection for the Necro? It looks like they have it. He's able to step off, though, and go back towards the Shrine, tags it up with the help of the Ghost. And now a Global is going to be committed, one defensively to try to make it back and out and away, but boom! Reaper Scythe helps them finish. A little Shadow Shaman. Possibly looking for more here. Meanwhile, Ninja Boogie and company are able to get the finish on Yang up north.
That's a pretty good kill to get, especially because you don't really have damage from Mirana yet, just going with the Dragonlance. So it's just a full grip, a Brain Zeb, a double Starstorm, and you get it, and it denies the Blink Dagger. Centaur was like 100 away, and now he's about 300.
It's good. Every opportunity to kind of delay that. That's really their only like jump in initiation at the moment too for ViCi.
I feel TNC's in a pretty, it's only 3K, but it feels pretty sizable, right? Because they just used Global to decommit, and they still lost, I mean, a hero bottom and technically a hero top as well, so good play from TNC. They just look crispy right now. I mean, that one gank, okay, by the Ancients, you know, okay, that's a TNC one-off. We see that a few times, but everything else has been clean.
Clean and crisp. They still posture up pretty deep inside ViCi's territory here, up at the top lane. As the Necrobook's coming together for our Lycan friend, they're looking to take down this tower, make that money come in that much faster. Fortification is going to be forced out. Fade trying to do his best to keep the pressure back and away, but as they hold out for the glyph, they go back in looking to go for the finish, but there's going to be the Hex. Yang not looking to follow up with anything quite yet here. They are going to be able to bring down the tower. No deny is there. TNC should take their winnings and leave. Well, mid lane, yeah. Paparazzi and Ori, with the benefit of Stampede, trying to step in and go for the Necro, but the Egg's going to be committed, and they don't know if they want to go for the finish or go for the Egg. They are going to get the Egg done. I mean, it does allow the safe leave of Cuckoo, the Necro, but...
He'll sacrifice himself for that. That is a 3rd highest net worth Necrophos, and they get out. These rotations.
Arrow, boom, on the ding-dinger, right there.
He's killed. And DY, I mean, this is a normal DY right now. He actually only has 4 deaths, so for him, not too bad. But the problem is he's trying to get these wards down, but, I mean, he's just not really getting them. He has 1 deep by the Shrine that gives him a little vision, but I don't think Radiant really wants to play around bottom, so we'll see if that ward really gives him any vision.
I don't know if it's just like some sort of safety ground for their cores to kind of farm up if top seems a bit too hairy, but you know, sometimes the supports just kind of make that sacrifice to get that little bit of vision top lane. Smoke setup again, Ninja Boogie.
Got the grip.
Armel jumps in, but the silence is there. He was confident not using the arrow follow-up, but it's probably for the better. That global would allow him to step back and away, but it's a defensive global to save their Ember.
Yep, and now you have the Lycan ulti up in about 30. You know global won't be there. It looks like he is book 2, almost book 3. They could be pressuring the base anytime, or Roche. Like, Roche is super easy. He finds another Alpha. I know when I'm playing like a Chen or a Helm of the Dominator hero, you're always looking either for the ISO or the Alpha Wolf, and you just can't find either. And he has found 2 Wolves in a row, and yeah, look at how quick Roche goes down in 18 minutes in solo.
This is the Wolf Man, and their plan is to quickly snipe down this Roche, but there is an approach from ViCi here, just on the outside. Appropriate sentry there. Fade thinking about stepping in, gets welcomed with the sleep. Yang does have that Blink Dagger, blinks over the right click. The Gets the chop on the Mirana, and now calls out the Stampede. The Egg's going to be committed right in the middle. They think about going for the focus right there. There's the wards. There's the Reaper Scythe. Going to be able to get the finish on the Yang. He's going to get dropped on this one. DY also should be going down. Chopped up to little bits, or he could be next. He's able to get the chains down, and now he is running out and away. Will TNC continue their pursuit, or will they double back? Finishing off the wards, it looks like, for some easy money.
There's a lot of easy money. They're going to get a tier 2. I think TNC could very well just end this game in like the next 5 minutes. This Lycan is jacked. He's bringing out his book 3. And this Armel, right? We've always been worried about these Mirana's farm. Mirana is keeping up, has a full Maelstrom coming out with the Dragon Lance, like didn't skip the Aquila. And this Mirana is feeling pretty good. TNC just looks like a whole new team today.
Yeah, today they're feeling rested and ready. And I have not seen, I guess, since ViCi's matchup against Secret, ViCi kind of get put in this type of position.
Yeah, like yesterday we saw they just played very flowchart the entire game. They played both games the same. They won them very easily, but as we said, a little bit lower caliber of team. And now, I'm looking at Paparazzi right now. He just got his Midas at 19 minutes. You will start to farm a little bit quicker, but you just feel so far behind us this year. And I bet he knows it. He has to like aggressively farm somewhere, but it's scary.
Here we go, ViCi trying to make something happen, and I think they got a good opening here, but leap gone, and the chains were not there from Ori.
That was odd. He like used them before the slight, but I thought he was right next to him. That was actually really weird. I do not know what happened.
Just a bit of a mispush, just stumbling across Mirana, you're like, ooh, and then you kind of misfire on your buttons, I guess.
I thought he was right now. I actually thought that just hit, but it didn't, so a little bit of, not sure, but Mirana gets down. Yeah, there you go, farming up, and I'll be interested to see where they want to go. Fade, uh-oh. They go for the TP. Do we have an ulti from Cuckoo? Nope, but the Ewolves found you.
In his spot. Looks like Fade should be finished here. He's making him work for it, though.
The Lycan just farming the lane, like, whatever. You're going to die eventually. My book 3 will get you.
Meanwhile, top, a finish for the Tier 1 tower. Cuckoo steps in. They're on the back of a Moonlight Shadow. And it looks like they should be able to get the deny if they'd like. Yes, they will. Our money, not yours.
This is just looking real good for TNC. And the problem is, like, you have the Centaur and you have the Global, but if you just misuse one of those right now, they'll just push your base. Like, if you just somehow lose the Global, all of a sudden Grip becomes 100 times stronger, you're just going to get pushed in by this Lycan. So they got to be very careful with how they use their abilities.
Feels like their best bet is trying to take a fight and then keep following it up with the tower kills, but those opportunities don't seem to be as easy as they anticipate here. Well, pressure to come, it looks like, down this mid lane.
And they're committed. I mean, when you have Lycan's leaving. I was like, when you have Lycan and Necro on the same lane, it definitely feels like they want to get this tier 2, but he's gonna farm the jungle first, then probably come that way.
Yeah. Aegis has got some time left on it. And it's one of those things, like Lycan Aegis is always kind of awkward. Do you want to like use your shapeshift before you die, or you want to wait till after, likely, right?
Yeah, I think so. And he's making a little mistake. His siege creep's actually backed by his tier 1 tower, and that could just be destroying this, but oh well.
Oh, that is a bit of a mistake, hanging back there, but they're already fighting it out. A bubble going to get dropped on that tower to help it quite a bit, but follow-up fortification. TNC have to back off a bit. These creeps need to get finished off.
Oh, Ninja Boogie, someone help him. All right, Armel's like, I got you, bud. Escort him home.
I'll take that debuff for you, sir.
Oh no, is he really just... Feels like Gabby just forgot about his Helm of the Dominator creep. I'm just looking at the Siege creep just sitting middle.
So sad,
I'm just chilling.
I got a parking ticket, man. I can't move.
That's pretty... I mean, it's a lot of damage. Oh, Ori.
Okay, chain down for Boogie. They try to arrow and slow everyone down. They're going to commit the global just to get the finish on the Bane?
The thing is, this is vision, right? Like, Radiant had vision of all that happening. Dire had no vision. They actually probably didn't know. Like, they probably thought all 5 heroes were here, but unfortunately it wasn't. Now Gabby's going in. Oh, Paparazzi. Here we see the counter.
Yep. And this is classic Red Riding Hood and Big Bag Wolf scenario up here on top lane.
Yep. And welcome to Lycan. That's why, I mean, they said, like, right, Slark counters it, but that hero's garbage. Lycan, a little better hero, but you see, you just get on top of him, he's dead, and all of a sudden, you're going to find more.
Arrow, not quite going to be there on the back end of that Yules, but DY tries to make a valiant escape. Yang caught into the mix, but okay. They do have a bubble, not going to be good enough to save him from the Reaper Scythe, and Ward's dropped into the mix. Maybe Ori can clean up a couple here. They are able to get Tim's down. They're looking for Cuckoo, who tries to walk around the corner, but eventually does get caught up and finished off. All right, a 2-for-1 trade there going ViCi Gaming side, but it does cost him again. They had to commit the wards.
And Paparazzi bought back.
And Paparazzi bought back. Ooh.
I think it's a reasonably even trade, but Paparazzi just feels bad. Like, Ori Ori's like, man, this game's great. And then he like looks at his other cores. He's like, oh boy, this is gonna be rough.
My shoulders are gonna. I don't know if I'm ready for this one or not, but
he's gonna try. And oh, I like Ninja Boogie's posturing down here. He's setting up to look for Paparazzi. Look at the ward sees Paparazzi, and he's ready with that grip. But oh, he ran out when the range creep was there. We'll stop that gank.
Oh,
I like how he postured too.
he's
that was
still
almost a
hanging
good play,
around.
Yeah.
He's still hanging around. Ninja Boogie's right here, but
And he sees him with his ward though. He knows.
They kind of see Tim's. It looked like also thinking about rotating over. At least Ori may have just briefly spotted him out. And it looks like this gank attempt might be thwarted.
It feels like this game right now is mostly the Radiant's vision. Like, there are a lot of wards up from Dire, but the Radiant's vision have just been seeing more of where the Dire wants to go, and Dire's vision just feels kind of empty.
It's got to help that you have like a Necro book you have floating around, being able to clear the playing field as much as possible. Oh no.
Can he even make it away?
Stampede defensively be able to make it away from trouble because he wants to hold the global, which is up in about 1 more second. No!
Did he kill it with the Arcane Curse?
I don't know.
I think he killed it with the Arcane Curse and it exploded on the melee Necro
my
book. Oh no.
It was like 1 second global was available too. I mean, looks like a fight wasn't going to be there available anyways, but that's just unfortunate for Ding.
Yeah, it is. That's very feels bad. And, well, Gabby just continues farm. Arcane Rune has the 12% cooldown reduction. I'm interested. I feel like they should be pressuring their advantage a little bit more, though. I've liked what TNC's done, but it feels like they're playing back, and they're still allowing Paparazzi to farm, but bottom.
Maybe now they're on the aggressive here. I think they spotted out Yang in between Yang and Ori together. They're not feeling quite as confident, but it is 25-minute rune time, and they spot the Centaur trying to head up that hill. Now Ori's going to be thinking about shifting over. Armel not thinking about chasing, but Ninja Boogie may have just been caught out. And between the two of them, I don't know if Armel can help on this one. So eventually they are going to have to take that L.
Yep. Nice job. Gets the stun and then wakes up. But over here in middle, this Necro's dead.
Okay, that was a bit out of positioning there for our Necro friend.
And I like that Cuckoo pings like they have a ward here. And they really don't. They actually just don't. He was just, I don't know why he was there. I really do not. I can't tell you. And, well, here we go. DY, let's see what happens. And it is the Arcane Curse. The Arcane Curse killed the Necro book, and he got ward.
Damn it. That's got to be unfortunate for Mr. DY.
Yeah, usually you're like, oh man, 200 gold. Man, maybe it was worth it for him. I don't know. He got the 200 gold from killing the book, I guess. Oh,
okay.
Gabby's the BKB.
Yeah, he's trying to run him down there, trying to Stampede run the hell away if possible. Do they have the catch available? No. Jump over and across. They stop the book and the creeps in their tracks. And, they have to kind of regroup here. Do ViCi want to pursue? They're thinking about it here. They are going to have possibly high ground advantage and the global, so that should lead to a follow-up onto Ninja Boogie.
DY actually killed the Necro book again with this curse, and he almost
Gabby
died
could be next. Beautiful rotation in from Fade, able to set up with the Hex now, looking to get the grab on the Shackles, but he's stuck within the trees. Can't make it out, but the follow-up is going to be there regardless, and they should be able to get Gabby finished, and they do.
Well, Ori's beyond godlike. They're down. They were down 3K gold, and Ori is beyond godlike. So this man is wearing the Nike sweatband. He is sweating his ass off.
He is just got the team up on his back, and he's saying, "Don't worry, guys. Continue to look forward. Yeah, we'll be there."
And the biggest thing is Arc Warden's now only 100 behind Cuckoo on this Necro. So even though it's been just an awful game for Paparazzi, the lane was hard. He is finally now above one of the other cores. He is back because of Ori just putting in all this work as well as Armel.
Maybe just because of the lack of opportunities that suddenly have shown themselves for TNC is where we see like that kind of Mirana just fizzle a bit in the same position for a while. She was able to now finish her BKB, so we'll have to see if that's going to be good enough for him. But a jump already, a good catch and side pick right there on a Ninja Boogie will be taken out of the equation. They're going to get that finish of the Tier 1. And are they going to pursue here? Ori just throws his spirit forward, thinks about going for the chase, but I think ViCi are going to be confident with that. They are starting to put themselves back in this game, damn near even now, and they don't want to let that go of that momentum.
Yeah, just get some BKBs. We saw the Lycan use this first one to try to run down a DY, but guess what? You just commit the Centaur ult, you get away, all of a sudden you turn around, you get a couple kills, and I don't know, this is the problem, right? We saw Mirana have a good laning phase, and it feels like she's already starting to fall off a little. They still are 2K in the lead. But if you can kind of feel the scale shifting a little bit because a ton of unsuccessful ganks in a row.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, their jump catch on TNC is just not really there. I mean, here's their jump catch right now.
Jump Yules?
Jump Yules is really what they have. They will be able to quickly execute. It looks like the Shaman. Take him out for, I guess, 50 seconds will have to suffice for then. Turns around, yield power up. Looks like Centaur may have just bitten off more he can chew than trying to jump in on that one. And just as we're getting ready to praise ViCi Gaming on getting this game back even, they feed over 2.
Yep, I think they're kind of okay with that, right? It's just your Rasta as well as your Centaur. You get one kill, and you are pushing in bottom, and it looks like they might be able to actually defend middle tower, which is a pretty big deal. It keeps their jungle open for themselves. We'll see, though.
And Paparazzi has Book 1 now to work with, so that split pressure that we all know and love from the Arc Warden is starting to come online. He's got the tool belt.
Yeah, and just look at this. The bubble just saves the tower.
Yeah.
Like, that bubble is such a nutty skill. I don't want to say it's broken. It's odd. And maybe it is. I don't know.
It's really good. And
Yeah.
the cooldown's not even that crazy either. All right, you'll set up. Just a little bit of mild harassment here, Cuckoo. Lots of flux damage here. Ghosts up.
Centaur is alive, ulti in 10, so I think, yeah, TNC knows, like, Centaur's alive now, we got to get the hell out if he just catches one of us.
And this Shaman's kind of farmed, actually.
Yeah, he's a beast. He went the Aether Lens Axe build. All right, so
man.
I cast a lot of NA builds. Z-Freak always does this build when he played, especially on Complexity before he switched to 5, and yeah, this guy is actually severely jacked.
All right. They roll together knowing the potential power that they hold, and they are smoked. Roche is also up, so if they're successful with this fight, they could follow up with that objective there. To the high ground they go. Armel didn't really see them coming and gets quickly caught out. Not even a chance to be able to leap away. The follow-up global's going to be there, and this could be a huge moment for ViCi Gaming. Looking to run him down. Tying down Cuckoo. He's going to be forced to self-Yules up. Now Gabby tries to step in and get something going. Almost able to burst down Paparazzi, but the Yules will save him for now. Tries to drop the bubble, but will still get popped. Speaking of getting popped, the egg also gets cracked, and he's going to be forced to buy back. But Cuckoo's already been finished, and this fight already belongs to ViCi Gaming. And by the way, it's also 30 minutes. Let's get some bounties. Maybe they even think about the Roche.
Yeah, what a good... Oh, look, I like Gabby. Yeah, you got to go with those. But those bounties are actually so important. You can't let him, like, win a team fight. Your Phoenix just bought back and did nothing. You got to at least get those bounties and get a little bit of gold back. And wow, what a fight. Now we're seeing it's pretty long cooldowns on Global and Stampede, but it doesn't feel like TNC's punishing when those abilities are down, right? Because Silencer's useless without that ability, but every time he uses Global, it seems TNC just goes to the jungle and farms, and it doesn't feel like they are doing enough this game right now.
And they definitely did use those abilities defensively for quite a bit in that mid-game phase, but we'll have to see if that is something that TNC, a window of opportunity that TNC unfortunately had bypassed or not.
And we see the replay here, and just a good jump. Ori had, because he's so farm, he just didn't care. He blinked uphill. He didn't know. Maybe there's just people up there, and he just gets it. And this egg almost goes off, and this is just a hectic team fight, right? You have the bubble and the egg. Like, people don't know what's hitting what, and they bring down the egg, instant buyback, and he's just useless, though. And we're seeing the Necro doesn't feel like he owned in lane, but this is the problem. It just, you don't feel him after he uses Reaper. It just doesn't feel like a hero that much.
Yeah.
They're going to get a Roche on Raiden, I think. I don't know if Dire can actually contest this.
Doesn't look like it.
They could still think about taking a fight after, honestly.
I don't know, actually. There it gets finished. Yang's already outside the front door just before he thinks about making a jump, and he says it's just a little too late and decides to jump the other direction instead. TNC are going to be granted the extra life on this one. We'll have to see what they can really do with this bit of time. And the last stage just felt like they weren't able to really amount to a whole lot. Maybe got a couple of tier 2s, but I imagine they got to get a lot more going because, Grant, as this goes later, do you just favor ViCi Gaming right out of the bat for the late game?
I think the late game, yeah, but this Lycan is getting to an extreme. Whoa, they're about to take a fight middle, though.
Gabby is beelining his way to go in, immediately going to get the finish there onto the Silencer. He is able to get the global off first, but it doesn't seem it's going to be mattering a whole lot. The follow-up takedown of the Shaman is there, and it's easy. Armel secures the double there. Now it's Yang on the run. Ori trying to slow them down as much as possible, but Armel's on the chase. Arrow catches him right in the rear end. That should allow for the follow-up, but he's tanky, man. And the buyback's there for Shaman, and they just send him straight to the Shadow Realm. Over 100 seconds, he'll be out of this one.
And that was good aiming by Gabby. Gabby goes in, even though Global went off, he just kills the Silencer in like 2 hits because, well, DY just has 500 HP. And then he looks for the Rasta, and the Rasta, like, it felt like wanted to place some wards, his wards down, but they would have just got cleaned up, so he couldn't. He just ends up dying. And now he buys back, and yeah, there's another look at that. Just runs down. Easy Silencer, easy fade. Even with that ulti, guess what?
Yeah, he was like about to maybe place him right there. He's trying to figure out where a center focal point would have been for that fight in his team, and there just really wasn't one like you were mentioning. And then as they chase on forward, it's like an arrow right down the alley. There's no way to really be able to dodge it without still getting yourself caught out.
That's the one thing, right? You have the Stampede, which we've always seen, but oh my goodness.
Close, but not quite there. A gift from the night.
Yep. I think the the problem is, though, you just forget this Lycan has a self-stampede that lasts longer than your stampede, so you can't really just run away. If Lycan's zoned in on you with a BKB, even if you're stampeded, he's gonna run you down.
Yep. That man is fast.
So I just realized not only does he counter this Arc Warden, but he is pretty damn good versus this Centaur ulti as well. This Lycan, maybe we'll see more play if this Arc Warden meta keeps going. We'll see.
We'll see. And the circle continues. Up the back end of 7.19.
I'll be honest, I've been enjoying it because we have been seeing more and more heroes, right? As every tournament goes, there's always its own meta, and we see new heroes. But there's a Shiva's now an Ori. But guess what? This Arc Warden's now in second place on the net worth, only behind Gabby on the Lycan. We'll see. If TNC takes one fight, you could just lose your base, though. You have this Lycan, and he just runs down your buildings like a TV.
Oh, lots of heavy damage on a Ninja Boogie, who's valiantly trying to take out that vision from the high ground. Is able to get it. And a Moonlight Shadow. Cuckoo's right there in the lane, right in front of Ori. Shows himself. Ori's going to go for the quick creep wave snipe. Arrow. Not going to find anyone.
Run at him.
Jump in. Yang's forced to stomp. The egg's there right behind. Gabby says, I'll try to go in and clean up for the paparazzi. He's forced to slide out and make it away. And they stampede themselves back inside where they feel it's safe. And now fighting right on the side door porch. Centaur fends off the trouble. It looks like ViCi will hold the line on that one. Hard commitments from the side of TNC, and they get nobody slayed.
Wow, that was just a strange fight. Ori's looking for more, though. Can he find someone? Ninja Boogie's not the best catch, but hey, a kill's a kill.
I'll have to settle for it. They ping out the other side. Are they going to continue to chase a blink in from Yang? But looks like too much distance at that point may have been created between TNC and the rest of the pack.
Ember, he did blink forward, and then he's like, whoa, I don't have any mana. Whoopsie doodle, and then just runs away.
Yeah.
So, another good fight from ViCi Gaming. They use all their cooldowns, but we'll see. I just don't know. And yeah, top, are they actually going to get him? Yeah, they are.
A race, a greedy Cuckoo, I think, trying to race up to where he thought a bounty route could be. But he is just hit with a crossfire from ViCi. Were you guys just bottom lane?
Yeah, it feels, I don't know if you could do that versus Arc Warden. Like, maybe in any other game, but versus an Arc Warden, like, you know that Arc Warden's going to be twice. If Gabby gets one bottom, it's just DY. Old DY's going to die bottom. The middle.
Yep.
Behind the Aegis. Can they get this kill?
They're trying to. Armel bounces back now. BKB. Right click down the Centaur, but he's returning even a bit of that damage. Not an easy take, especially with that Crimson. Oh my, Ori! Looking to go for the quick snipe on Tims, but now finds himself in the bad end of a grip. But there's not any damage or follow-up anywhere near. And suddenly TNC have just lost 4 across the board.
And I like, Gabby is trying to still push bottom in, which is what you have to do, but dude, this is, it is the Ori show, 100%. He is 14-0-12. This man's a beast.
Insane. And he's left plenty of time out there for paparazzi to kind of be like, don't worry, friend.
Guess what?
I'm here now.
I know you see the net worth chart. He has taken the lead. Paparazzi has made the comeback because of Ori's space.
And it's like that 35-minute marker, so it's like the whole drow factor, if you will. It's like there's just a huge power peak you got to take advantage of. And unfortunately, that window may have passed. Here we see a replay of the action here just after the Aegis takedown of Armel. He tries to return back onto him, but Ori finds an opportunity here onto the 3, and look at this setup. Boom, boom. Slashes it on down. Boogie valiantly tries to go for the grip, but there's just too much ViCi power rolling through this mid lane.
And this is looking rough. It really did feel like TNC just kind of missed their window. They're still in it, obviously, if they get some nice pickoffs, but the problem is with Stampede, with Global, and the fact that Ember can just get in and out of these fights, because there is no one selling, right? We saw the grip. That is all that holds him down. And if you don't kill him in that grip, you are never catching them.
Yep. Just that's starting to look like a pretty damn good 5th pickup for ViCi on that Ember. But TNC, they just used their Necro book. They're kind of hanging on the outside here to scout things out from ViCi's front. ViCi smoked back just after that little skirmish.
With Cuckoo and Armel together, that would be, whoa, there's lightning. Cuckoo needs to know.
Oh, he's just dancing around, unfortunately, on the other side. Does pop a Lotus to make it away from the chains. They're stampeding. They're looking to cut off the old man, and they got him. Arrows through, but it's not going to find any mark. Global follow-up, and that should all but secure the takedown of the Necro.
You know, I'm not mad at DY. Just get it off. You never know if you're going to get jumped. Just get it off.
Ori is just a man on a mission here. Tries to aggressively jump in, and they pop BKB, and they try to turn right onto the Ember. Can they make him pay for it? Yes, good grab there. They'll Reaper Scythe him down. He's going to be forced to buy back to come back into this one. It looks like they do get the ward drop right on top, shackling down and looking to get up the finish onto Armel. He is able to walk away from the trouble. Cuckoo looks to step in and go for the finish, but those wards are inside the bubble. kind of hard to grab, and TNC have to backpedal back inside.
Even now, I don't know. ViCi got to be very careful. Ember's back alive with full everything, but he doesn't have any remnant charges. He's going to get 1 in 3 seconds. That was just way too aggressive. Like, they can't bring you down because of how mobile you are. But if you don't have any remnants out, you're not very mobile.
And that is a 10 times kill streak being handed over to Cuckoo, too. I mean, TNC will be happy to take the extra money at this point in the game. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, and take away the, I mean, Ember bought back for that. So he was actually getting close to the soul booster, getting up, you know, up to that Octarine. And here you see that was a very good pickoff. But this Ember, you just see a little bit caught. You're 14-0 and 12, and you're like, let's go. Oh, no remnant.
But it's also a great call from TNC. The second they see this jump, they at almost the same moment say, let's turn on to him and take him out. Yep. So if there was any hesitation there, one leaving, one staying, could have been much more awkward for TNC. But they found a good opportunity to converge and at least get that finish and take that bounty.
That's been not the biggest deal, but it's a pretty big one. They have the Radiance on the Phoenix now, so, you know, a lot more misses. Just getting in there doing a ton of damage. He took the Fire Spear DPS as well. And this boy, Tim's, does a ton of damage. He is very farmed as well. He actually just passed the Shadow Shaman.
Dang. Yeah, you're right. He's more than that Radiance now.
I guess, I mean, I talked a lot about yesterday about like the scaling, not the cores, but the supports. And Phoenix definitely outscales a Rasta as well as a Silencer. Like, Phoenix is one of the best late game supports in the game.
Yeah.
If not
to take away from those other supports. I mean, they offer utility to the late game for sure. I mean, you know, wards could be tremendously valuable if they don't have to be committed within a fight. And let's say you finish a fight, those wards could help just close out the game. That much faster mid lane though. Trouble for D1. Jules is there. They're chasing him out. The Stampede for assistance to allow ViCi to make a safe escape. TNC, once they see that, say, oh, we'll go the other direction here. They got a little bit of time. 10 seconds, this Roche is going to respawn. Obviously, both teams trying to secure that perimeter so they can go for it themselves. I imagine TNC really would love to have this Roche because it'd be scary to see ViCi with an Aegis at this point in time.
And I don't think ViCi definitely can't like take the Roche straight up themselves. Well, say TNC sees ViCi gaming like 2 or 3 heroes bottom, they can just take Roche super quick. And if they try to fight, guess what? Egg is by far the best ability for Roche this game.
Okay. Getting to the high ground, blasting down wards.
I do like how TNC like makes teams play like this. Like usually you want to see like your Arc Warden somewhere else on the map, but because TNC's always playing around this Roche, they're always 5 themselves. It forces ViCi to play the exact same way as them, and well, it's good for TNC. It's a very close game, so it's 3K lead, but we'll see if this Light King can just get on top of the Ember or the Arc Warden. He can blow him up so quick.
I wonder if they're waiting for Arc Warden to kind of show himself or he's clone in another lane. He did send it to the bottom lane, so as this does happen, they could see a little bit of pressure. Nice quick BKB to avoid the stun. Armel leaps himself within the trees, look to go for the finish and get the grab, and they are going to be able to secure it onto the Rasta. Rasta does drop his wards in the meantime, and it does a lot of heavy damage, and because Armel's trapped like you mentioned, he is going to get finished. Swing in from Tim's, drops the egg. Paparazzi trying to make it out and away, does create enough distance from himself to be able to make it out from that stun, but he can't make it away from Gabby, who's just chomping him at the ankles all along the way. It is a 2-for-1 trade, or 2-for-2 rather, a buyback from the Shadow Shaman.
Look at this, Dyer's looking, they're like, wait, they're not doing Roche, we got to find something with this, and doesn't look like they will, and Tim's even, dude, Tim's going to be level 25 soon. That is nuts for a Phoenix.
Cuckoo's in trouble. Showed himself in the lane, trying to pursue him here. He gets the Yules off onto Yang, tries to juke his way up. The curse there.
Does it? They don't know it
catch him.
Yet.
There's no way to save him. I mean, with
DYC's
Armel dead, they have no Moonlight Shadow or anything. It looks like they are going to be able to get that grab.
That's definitely just a mistake from Cuckoo there. Like, he had plenty of time to just leave the lane, get back to his base, be secured, and kind of just feeds away a kill.
It would have forced buybacks for pretty much nothing at that point, but because they got that kill, they feel confident moving back and inside the Roche pit now.
They lose a Roche to that Cuckoo. That's a huge mistake. This is the third Roche too. This is the first Roche ViCi's gonna take. They're gonna get the refresher shard. Guess what? Oh, you don't have an Ag Centaur, but I wonder. You might just hold it for a while and like double back door with the Rasta. I think you were gonna say, right?
Yeah, Shaman maybe can take it.
Yeah, you might just hold on to it. You don't have to use it.
He does dig it.
Yeah, I like it. Because if you do, say, get an Ags on Centaur, you never use the double wards, you could hand it over to him. I think you just hold it unless you get a crazy backdoor opportunity for Fade.
Yeah, that or Global, double Global could even be decent too. There's a lot of great double refresh options on their team.
Man, that looked like such a good fight TNC took, and it was, and then Cuckoo just kind of tosses it away top.
All right, well, now they're going to be tested to hold the line, and they're not going to have Cuckoo to back them up. Armel's up in just 3 seconds time, but Here comes trouble. Mortification already committed. And wow, Boogie just insta-snipe there on the side. No chance whatsoever. Yang fakes back. Armel wants to swing into the mix.
Double wards.
Stars torn. But yeah, as you mentioned, the wards are going to get committed right in the midst of the base. And it's going to be a matter of trying to deal with that or deal with the enemies here. They are going to get the finish onto DY. Immediate buyback by him. Follow-up takedown of Yang, or he could be next. Steps back. Paparazzi, though, is just like a turret. Shooting from the back lines, able to get the snipe on the Tims there. Tims is going to be forced to buy back. Paparazzi's just going for tier 4.
Dude, I noticed that. He just like hit it twice. Like, wait, what the hell? And they're going to get a tier. They didn't. They're going to get a melee racks finally, but they already cleared out like one of the tier 4s. It looks like. Are the wards going to do it?
They're trying.
Doesn't look like it.
Could be more money. They're greedy for it.
Wait. No.
Yeah, they'll save it. Maybe.
Maybe. We're waiting. Yeah, they do. It kills the effigy. Got the effigy, and now
got it.
The middle of your base is dead. Think if this somehow does go to the next Roche, the Rasta can actually just kill your throne now. Because there is no buildings in the way. Rasta just double plants. Obviously, that's a far time away, but here's the replay again. And Ninja Boogie he's out of position right there. It feels like TNC all of a sudden is just making these mistakes. They played so well early, and then just a couple mistakes, and your base is gone.
Not one. And ViCi's not a team you want to make those mistakes again. No. Obviously, they are super good about being able to take advantage of those openings and just take it right to TNC, as shown.
They have the 3 same cores they've had. They just replaced their supports after TI, and I mean, this core trio is insanely good.
All right, TNC, it's on them now to try to find their way to muster themselves out of this. Gabby and Paparazzi have still been trading that top network spot, but Paparazzi now takes a more sizable advantage because it's dateless now.
Yeah, because the thing is, Arc Hornets, I mean, it's not technically 2 heroes, but it's very close to just being like that net worth is doubled because guess what? It's in another lane. Like right here, look at this is not a hero, like technically. He's just pushing a lane and almost getting a kill. Yep. That net worth feels so much better on an Arc Warden than a Lycan.
Supports cannot push out those lanes against even the clone Paparazzi. It'd just be too much trouble for him.
Okay, this Phoenix, he is actually a big deal. He almost has a sheep stick. He's almost level 25. He is like their team fight. Like Tim's is like, yo, I'll try to do like my Earth Spirit did a while ago, and I'll just try to carry you guys, but it's going to be tough.
It is. Just as they make their approach of the Moonlight Shadow through this mid lane, most of ViCi have already hightailed it out of there into TNC's jungle front, and they're trying to use the high ground advantage, and they're going to have it here. Jump in from Yang, catches Ninja Boogie only though. Maybe they've jumped a little too soon. They are going to be able to get the snipe onto Ninja Boogie, but he immediately buys back. Maybe they were a little bit more patient. They would have seen a harder committed approach from TNC there and got a bit more under the gun, but they'll just take the free snipe, I guess, of the support.
Yep, they're just going to push it. And I mean, what can you do to stop this? You have all your abilities except Moonlight Shadow. You got to make your final stand here, it looks like. And there goes the wards. Can you make a final stand here? I just don't know.
Quick tier 3, could be even a faster Rax here. Jumping from behind on Ori, but the BKB is out. Kuku trying to walk himself on forward. The Stampede to go for the repositioning and the finish onto Tims. And he'll be taken out of this one. He's going to buy back no egg. No egg. He had the sheep stick, wasn't able to use any of it. Quite unfortunate there. We'll see if TNC can still hold somehow, but on the way out, it looks like they are going to get the grab on the Gabby, and he's going to get tied up and finish. I think it's over. Yeah, both don't have a buyback, and ViCi Gaming are now going to own this base. Well, the tier 4 is already dropped. Why not just go for the jugular, go for the finish, and get in the game number 2? It looks like they will exactly do that. GG's been called. TNC had a great advantage there for a while, but things kind of fell flat fast.
Yeah, it felt like TNC, they were definitely winning the early game, and then I mean, I just have to give an MVP to Ori, because that guy, he kept him in the game, even though he had that one little suspect death. The whole reason they were in that position was because he farmed up, he made space for his entire team, not just for the Arc Warden. Ori just played like an absolute boss, and it felt like the couple mistakes, right? That Cuckoo death top on the Necro, Ninja Boogie dying his base. I know he's the 5 and he's a Bane, but you can't just die there. You have the sleep, you have the one grip for Ember, and if that's gone, you just lose your base, and it just feels like ViCi played a little better throughout the entire game.
But would you still back up a lineup that TNC kind of brought forward here and just say it was more credit to just their unfortunate misplays and mistimings?
Yeah, I would say so, and I feel like you've definitely got to punish long cooldowns, like the Global Silence, the Centaur ulti. You got to punish those early in the game, and it didn't feel like Gabby ever really did. I think it's on him to call it out, like, hey, I've got the Necro Bug, the Helidom, let's go just push down lane. He was just content farming, which can't really do on a Lycan, it feels like.
Yeah, got to watch that positioning as well. They would get these easy follow-ups and think that they would be safe pushing out these side lanes. It would lead to them just getting isolated and finished off, and then suddenly a huge opening for ViCi Gaming. But tremendous showing from them. They're going to secure game number 1, and now suddenly it is match point, and it's going to be possibly an elimination game now for TNC. Let's throw things back over to the panel and see what their thoughts are in game number 1.
TNC got outplayed according to a commentary team. Let's find out if my panel agrees with that. They all believed that ViCi Gaming would pull through in this first game. And it will be interesting to hear their thoughts into why they were right. Because sometimes I have to hear your thoughts about why you were wrong, but why you were right is nice too.
Ori Ember.
Ori Ember. So let's get the entire answer to everything.
I mean, I said at the end of the draft, I choose VG because of Ori Ember, and he showed why.
He created so much space in the early game. Like if he didn't do that, the game would be like the TNC was almost rolling them over, but Ori Ember was keeping them alive, and Paparazzi, he was like struggling so hard this game. Early game he got no farm, and then mid and late he was like getting caught out all the time, just dying. So Ori being the staple hero here, just destroying, and yeah.
That's good because it didn't feel like it was just a straight up draft win, even though TNC's draft was harder to play. We saw how it was going to work, how it could counter the Arc Warden with the Lycan just running in. Unfortunately, there was just a few too many team fights where the egg dies. I feel like every single team fight almost that was happening. The ending team fight doesn't even get it off because he goes for this dive in, gets insta-hexed. Some of the Phoenix, it wasn't even entirely his fault. There's nothing good to protect the egg as part of the problem. And it just made it very hard to team fight.
Yeah, I feel like they probably should have had Abyssal on Lycan or something like that, something to stun with. The game was pretty close, honestly. I feel like TNC could easily have won this. Like there was a point when they were doing the first Roche, they were like 3k ahead or something, and they got Roche, and then looked at the win prediction, and still they were losing. They only had 20% win chance, even though they were winning. So I don't know what's going on with the win prediction. I guess Gaben was right after all. So
Dota Plus.
Dota Plus.
This here, Phoenix gets 25, and he's like, let's go. We got a team fight. We're going to win this one. Here we go. Tim's coming through, and he's hexed. And the fight's lost.
To be honest, he did wait very long with that egg.
Shaman was just waiting for him to.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to use your dive to initiate when you're against these insta-disable heroes.
And the game was kind of over at this point as well.
The Shaman was a monster too. He was so farmed.
Yeah, he got such a fast Ag Scepter this game.
Comfort hero for Fade, of course. He played that real good. And overall, I think ViCi Gaming, they just felt very comfortable. Sure, Arc Warden had a tough game. Paparazzi couldn't get too much done in the early stages, but it just felt like they were never worried. They were just you know, happy with how the game was going.
Watching this as well, I just felt like they're just going to win in the late game anyway, because how do you push high ground? I mean, we see this time and time again. You go hit it, and then the bubble comes up. It's kind of unbalanced, honestly, so there's nothing to do against that. This is the one thing about that hero, is that you want to end pretty quickly, but you can't end against Arc Warden because he just bubbles. What do you do? How do you deal with that?
Yeah.
Some Pugna or something, maybe.
Yeah, you
some
need
magic
like,
damage.
other sources. Or you actually need to like bully him away from there. It's like only a couple of ways to do it. It's not easy, of course.
When it's
but
a Tempest double, it's not really bullying it away. It's you're going to just send it in to bubble the tower. But
I mean, it's not easy, but never
just
is.
kill him.
Did TNC just draft themselves maybe into too tight of a corner, that there was like this one win moment for them that they just couldn't reach?
I mean, I think they drafted themselves a good winning condition. Of course, it's if you don't win mid game, you're not going to win late game. So it was just their draft. I think it was alright.
No, I think there was a winnable game. Like the draft was maybe very, very slightly unfavorable, just because it was too timing based, like harder to play. But it was still like maybe 40-60 against them. So.
And there was quite a lot of individual mistakes as well. I feel like Kuku ran off and just dying so many times. And I was like, why are you there? He does like 3 or 4 times. He's just alone dying. You're like, okay.
Maybe it was his manager playing on his keyboard or something.
It feels like the story of Necro, right? We saw it yesterday with Ice too. Just, like everybody just is too confident with the hero. They just walk in, I'm so tanky, I got Ghost Shot, they just die.
Yeah.
The pressure of elimination matches is getting to them, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe.
Could be as well. We are going to, of course, have a second game. It is a best of 3 elimination lower bracket, so this could be the last shot TNC has to advance here in the Kuala Lumpur Major. We're going to find out if they can take that chance and force that third game after the break. The Axiata Arena awaits for 2 of the 4 teams playing today. And that means 2 of the 4 teams playing today will be eliminated. And one of those is playing right now. We just don't know which one will make it through yet. We've got ViCi Gaming and TNC. ViCi just took the first game in the best of 3, and TNC is going to fight hard to try and force out that third game to earn their place in the arena to play in front of that grand crowd. And we swapped things up in the panel a little bit. And, you know, normally we don't do that mid-series. So this is, you know, this is a little taste of what to come. I don't know if you should be worried or excited. We're going to find out. Grant, Dakota.
Wait, I thought this was Black and I'm Bulldog. Rims! No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Bulldog.
I mean, that is a pretty good impression right there.
Oh man, no, but that's that first game. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry guys, I didn't like completely hear on the panel. Did you think TNC had a shot at the? It felt like they did in the mid game, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. They just didn't punish anything ever.
I feel like they had a shot, but they were never ahead. Even when they had got that first rush, it was never like, okay, now they're going to win this game, because pushing into the Arc Warden bubble is just always.
Yeah, it's not like getting Lycan and Aegis is that big of a deal. Like when he comes back alive, if you already use, I guess you're right. It felt like they might have had a shot, but you're right. It was kind of a one-dimensional draft for sure.
And Ori just did
Ori's
so
a god.
If Ori had fallen off
He's
a little
a
bit,
god.
I think it would have been even more significant for TNC to try to close things out. But he's a stud.
Dude, I can't believe I just didn't see that 10th pick Ember, and then it's like, oh, they have a Bane. That's it. Like, what is they going to do?
Yep.
Man.
He was dodging so many spells, like Bane at bottom when he's trying to grip him, and then Remnants, and he sleight of fists, and dodging arrows with the Remnants. It was impressive to watch.
He's a beast, that's for sure. And,
We are already in the draft of the second game. No time wasted here. They want to get back into it. And so far, not a lot of changes in the bans. Surprise.
I think we're going to see an Arc Warden ban in the second phase, I want to say. Cause if it's like, I mean, we're not there yet, but EG Fnatic, I would not be surprised to see in first phase. I think this series, you definitely probably ban it second phase if you're TNC, because it wasn't the biggest impact, but once Ori did help him get online, he showed how to play that hero. It's just too strong right now.
If ViCi first phase picked Arc Warden, then I'm just done. I don't know.
Dota's just over for you?
I don't like this
Is TNC done then too? That's the question.
Yeah, I mean,
probably.
Then you just put I don't know. Did you start pulling out the Slark at that point? How much attention do you need to put on Arc Warden? And you can't clearly forget Ori either.
I'm ready for EG Fnatic just to do first overall pick.
I think that's going to happen.
Forget Centaur. We want Arc Warden. If PL's banned, I think you can do it.
Yeah.
I think PL's the one hero you don't want to play against.
But Abbott versus RTC, you're going to have to ban it. Someone's going to ban it. The one who doesn't have second pick is going to ban it.
Hey, there it is. They take it out first phase here.
No surprise, I guess.
Yep. I think you particularly have to worry about it when the other team has first pick, because that's when they first pick their Centaur, Axe, whatever, and then they second pick the Arc Warden, and you don't get a chance to counter it.
So what do we got? We got Tiny's banned out. I mean, Axe. Axe seems like the pretty easy first pick here.
Axe / no, Centaur's been banned. So
Enigma is still in, as well as the Weaver that were banned out previous game.
Weaver is still banned.
Yeah. I think Enigma
didn't mean Weaver.
Yeah. Enigma is definitely just kind of, I don't want to say fallen off, but it feels like only really Puppy and Secret are playing that hero like to its potential. And I don't know, other teams have just like fallen behind on this Enigma thing. But Axe, now everyone will play that hero. It's too good.
Yeah.
We also have a lot of pretty good Rubiks that are showing themselves. I don't know if that is enough to hesitate an Enigma pick for some of these teams, but I guess some of those, like Secret, obviously, it's like, maybe we don't want to. We'll have to make sure we ban the Rubik. But there's the Axe, so I don't know. Undying had been something picked up a couple of times.
Good point.
Some people say are good against the Axe, but I don't know if it's something TNC will go for.
I mean, I like the Milan strategy. I think Clockwork versus Axe is insanely good. If he does try to do the creep cutting thing, you actually just run at him. And as I believe it was Kyle said, at level 2 battery sold, it's what, 800 magic damage? Like, you will kill that Axe.
But they didn't win that game, did they?
They didn't. But the Axe definitely wasn't the biggest impact there. And it was their overall last pick, so it felt a little bit weird.
Phoenix is also still in that pool, too. But I don't know if TNC are going to refavor it again for a first phase or not.
Especially not with the Shadow Shaman pick from Fade. He's so strong.
Tim's had a lot of farm, though. He looked really yoked at the end. It's just a shame he dove in and then got hexed, and it was
that was such a good
over.
Hex.
Yeah, more credit, I guess, to the Shaman for a pretty sick hex.
Yeah, he had a rough game in some ways, but it's largely because they just had no stuns on their draft. It's like, how are you going to protect this egg against an Arc Warden bubble where everyone's got this attack speed when nobody stuns? You have a grip, and that grip is unlikely to get off against Silencer.
I think we keep going back to that, but you need stuns. Like, you can't run a lineup with a Bane as your stun. Like, he's not even a stun. Like, you just really can't. I mean, they had the arrow, but you got to set that up. You can't do that, I don't think.
The Phoenix Bane support duo didn't sound amazing and didn't really work out that way.
The silencer worked out just fine. Do you pick up the silencer against the Phoenix here again?
Probably because wouldn't ViCi just grab it otherwise? I feel like it's been a good pick for them. I mean, I know D1, we always are hard on him for his laning phase, but he knows when to hit the R button.
He does. DY, I don't get how he can be so good in like the mid and late game, but then in the early game, it's just he actually does not feel like a player. It's so weird. But they're owning. Yeah, it's really weird. But he is. I do like a silencer. Like once he gets past to level 6, it's completely okay.
Oh, what?
Why don't we just show my hand right here and now? We're going Spectre. We're going late.
All right, talk to me about that.
Some
Why?
OG. This is some OG shit, I guess. I don't know. I guess. I mean,
Only the lane now.
The other carries in the pool, right, are like Morphling and PL, are the other like quote unquote big carries. I think Spectre doesn't really mind playing against either of them.
Spectre is mentioned as a late game counter to Arc Warden.
Yeah, Arc Warden's banned though.
Sure, but that's the only reason why we've seen Spectre so far this week, I think.
Yeah, we could just see ViCi just like go some all-in push or just lane bully against Spectre. Again, I mentioned Undying would have been something to really bully the Spectre, but they're going to go Bane.
Bane does it well, and Axe straight up does well in lane against Spectre. Like, you can cut the creep wave or you can bully him under the tower depending on Spectre's support. Like, if it's a Phoenix, you will win that lane as an Axe.
Because Bane also hits the egg better than something like Undying would too, so it's good.
I mean, so they must just come into this game with this, we're going to pick Spectre as our carry. They have 10th pick, they're going to be last pick in their mid, so you don't really need to hide your carry. Because whether you pick a second, third, or fourth, it's going to get counterpicked. Because until you get to that final pick of the draft, everything you pick is generally getting countered. So they just say, we know what we want. We want Spectre.
Does Spectre fare okay against Troll? Because Troll would be a typical core pickup to go against the Phoenix for a lot of these teams, and maybe they're trying to think 2 steps ahead somehow.
I think it depends on the early game, right? Like if Troll like out levels and out farms in the early game, Troll will shit on Spectre, I think.
Troll just feels kind of bad right now. Like the lane, I think carries like playing because the lane goes so well. You're such a strong laner, but then mid to late game you get kited. There's so many heroes you don't want to play against. Like there's like something like Veno on the other side, or anything that just stuns and kites you. It gets very rough quickly.
I want TNC to just ban PL. I want to see what ViCi picks up to go against Spectre, like without one of your normal cores. It might just be a Troll, honestly, or a Luna.
I could see them playing very fast pace here. Given that, the Spectre was picked up on the other side. Maybe you play like just a safe lane Mirana type hero and then get a fast pace pushing mid.
I don't know. I'm not excited over these Mirana pickups lately. I mean, I've seen 2 that felt like super good and like an amazing performance, and everyone else has just like been getting there, and then they kind of just fall flat at one point, and then we don't see much from the rest of the game.
Yawar had a really good one, and who was it? No, it wasn't either of these. It's been like 2 good Mirana games out of 10, like where you feel good about it. It's a fallback pick. It really is. But ViCi might go for it. I mean, Bane Mirana won their lane. Like that lane is a damn good lane, especially even against the Centaurs. So and they do. All right, I'm excited.
All right, let's see what core ViCi Gaming will end up going for. Shaman comes out for TNC themselves.
They take it.
And they've played it as a 3, right? So TNC is definitely, they've done some wonky stuff. I assume this will be their support, but it could be different.
Yeah. They're a team that likes to put like more stuns initiation onto Tim's. So we could see that if Ninja Boogie's playing the Phoenix. Which, I don't know. I want to see Tim's playing like his Earth Spirit type hero or Earthshaker. Get some really good long-range stuns that can deal with the Fiend's Grip and just lock down these heroes.
Take all those other heroes off the table like the Ember and such.
I can't see Ninja Boogie playing Phoenix though.
I don't think so.
I think yeah, this is gonna be different for him because it feels like DY and Ninja Boogie actually play very similarly. They play the Silencer, the Banes. They will never have net worth. They're 2 of the like 6 position supports. Like we see a lot of double 4s, and they still play the old school way.
So imagine you want to get something that can at least deal with the egg a little bit here with one of your 2 picks if you're ViCi Gaming. Lina, Mirana type hero kind of stand out. Just some kind of range core that can easily bring it down. The Troll was the other possibility.
I like Lina here. Lina does well. And versus the Spectre, we've actually seen it, right? You go that new like Agnes build, just 1.1k pure damage, just destroy someone with it. I think Lena's a really good pick here.
It's pretty good against Shaman. Very easy hero to kill Serpent Wards with, outrange them, just, sit back safely.
It's actually good versus all 3 heroes, yeah.
Yeah. And she doesn't have too many that outmatch her in the mid lane, so I guess if you have to pick it early, it's not the worst thing ever.
Yeah, that hero is very good. It's kind of fallen off this tournament, it feels like. We don't see as, I mean, we've been seeing a ton of Lenas, but not as like, oh, it's a guaranteed 4th pick. You know they're going to pick it, and we'll see what gets 5th picked. But
there was like a few months where it was like every game was just Lena mid as the go-to.
Ooh, what's that?
That's fresh. Is that first of the tournament?
Fareshka.
No.
It's the
was at
second, I
least
believe.
one.
There was one.
Fnatic played it. I think DJ played a game
Yeah.
on it.
DJ played it. Indeed.
But ViCi playing it.
It's the Axe Willow. Seen a bit of this lane.
Oh, it's been played twice, we see. Thank you, SAP.
And 100% win rate.
All right. Well,
ViCi seem one of those teams that is still sticking to like the traditional roles of Dota, where Yang on the offlane's playing the axes, the centaurs. None of this 4 or 5 position axe centaur. Yang's like, nah, those are my heroes. I'm just gonna keep playing them. Pick a standard 4, standard 5. We're not trying to be Team Secret.
That's what we talked about. They're kind of, I don't mean this like in a mean way. They're just kind of a flowchart team. Like they know what they want to do, and they'll just do almost the same thing every game, but they're winning, so it works out. Like if they're not going to get punished for it, that's what you should do.
yeah, it feels like it's very similar to LGD, except LGD just do win the lanes and then do move to a successful. They don't have those like little bit of troubles and then manage to pull together. They just have the flow chart and then they actually execute every checkbox along the way. It's pretty insane.
I'm not even sure what like ViCi's not really showing anything still.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sure what TNC. They have to pick first.
That's kind of why they just first 2 Spectre, because they know they're going to be in this position where you have to pick cores without seeing anything. So like, well, like, we want Spectre. Let's get it before it's banned. Let's get the Shaker. There we go. They get the stuns.
They got lots of stuns, but who's playing what?
It's Cuckoo Shaman, right? This is going to be...
I think it's Cuckoo Shaman, Tim Shaker.
Yes.
And then the Ninja Boogie Phoenix.
Man, I'm nervous about this for Ninja Boogie. Maybe he can prove me wrong, but I just haven't seen it before.
Yeah. They could do Shaman 5 and Phoenix as a 3. That's
true.
Not too bad.
But you want Tim's on the Shaker, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, agreed. I still think Lena's fine. I think Lena's like the best. I think Lena or Mirana, as God said, is like the 2 best picks here.
Gotta have something against that egg.
Yep. And we've seen teams. Sometimes they just, it's a support, it's an egg. You need something versus the egg. You actually do.
Ooh, that is also an answer to
What's
the
happening?
egg. Unusual answer,
Lifestealer.
nonetheless. Great against Spectre.
Willow Lifestealer. What are we? What is going? ViCi Games like, whatever. We got a game. Let's, maybe this strategy we've been practicing actually will work out. I don't know.
Okay.
Does Axe count as a good vessel for the Lifestealer? Jump in?
Say one of the best, yeah.
Yeah?
Blink Initiator, so...
I guess he's a core Axe, so
and
that
he is the
makes it
core, yeah.
easy. Yeah.
We assume. Get pretty much. Lifestealer builds I've been seeing in pubs. People have been going back to the Treads Radiance build. I don't know if it's different in Chinese pubs, but in Europe and NA it is Treads Radiance.
Feels like he's going to be more about the Infest Bombs and bursting down these heroes, so I don't know if Radiance is the way to go.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no like right-clicking carry that Radiance is good against right now. Like Radiance does not look good against any of these 4 heroes.
Yep,
I mean, it's good against the blinks of Shaker and stuff, but if you get on top of him, you're fine.
This Lifestealer though is going to just destroy these eggs. They have no BK or rage piercing abilities. It doesn't feel like.
I feel like the melee carries still struggle against the eggs when they're well placed, because like even when we saw like Ursa counterpicked against Phoenix, if you place your egg far enough away,
Or
Ursa
high
has
ground.
to then or high ground,
yeah.
or you have to walk towards him. By the time you get to it, sometimes you can't kill it in time. So I don't think it's as good as those ranged Lenas and Miranas.
Sure, yeah.
But still
Mid
could work.
laners for TNC that shut down a Lifestealer as well.
Yeah, they've only got the egg to go through the BKB rage.
Gotta flip back the chapters a couple in Dota here a bit.
For real, ViCi Gaming. ViCi Gaming is hit the index. I don't know.
Yeah, what are the heroes they might?
Well, they ban out the Huskar. I mean, that's
TA.
always good.
Whoa.
Lena is banned and they go for Necro.
Okay. Thought they might do a TA, but
I don't know. They have some damage problems. Like Lifesteal's going to get farmed and probably just go for the Armlet Deso.
But that's
build.
like it, right? For physical deeps and late game.
Yeah.
it's an odd draft
But
for sure.
Willow does some good magic damage. But
Ori Necro? Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah, most likely.
And that hero he's like a tiny where he pretty much does win almost most of his mid lanes, but you just don't feel the impact. I mean, obviously tiny, he can be impactful, but you just sit there as a Necro. You just farm and make people come to you.
Is there a chance that they're gonna do a Willow core, or is that too far-fetched?
Very small chance.
Okay.
ViCi Gaming
chance.
doing that? I don't
Yeah.
know about that. Other teams maybe, but
That's a great pick. It's they've addressed Lifestealer.
Yep.
It's actually pretty good against Necker because you rupture him, you blood ride, like he's just forced to silence himself, even if he can Ghost Shroud before it hits. So I like this hero a lot.
It's Tim's Phoenix. So they are going to do the Shadow Shaman 5, I guess. And it is just going to be Core Shaker. I assume they haven't picked it. That's the most
Yeah.
obvious. I don't know. I think I actually like TNC Predator's draft a lot better, but ViCi Gaming has shown like they don't really make big mistakes, and TNC has made like big mistakes every single game. So I want to say TNC's draft's better, but I think we'll go with ViCi Gaming.
All right.
Really will.
ViCi Gaming don't seem like a team that are like, oh, we're a game up, so let's try some stuff out. I feel like they methodically think that this is going to work to their benefit, but I can't help but favor also TNC. I think it's just they were able to kind of get that last Bloodseeker pickup, and it's just...
It's enough.
I think it's enough.
All right.
Well, I favored ViCi.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I
said
favored TNC.
I said
Sorry.
TNC's
He
draft
liked
was like,
TNC's
I like
draft.
it
Draft,
way
but-
better, but I just feel
Oh.
ViCi doesn't make mistakes, and TNC makes a lot.
So you're going on the scale. I'm
Yeah.
going to give TNC the credit on this one.
Okay.
Right.
And you may be right, but...
And you may be right, sir.
And you may be right,
No,
sir.
you may be right.
This man is so nice.
You can tell these guys cast
I
together.
like how we don't...
Yeah.
Unlike we go, you go first, you
Yeah.
go first, you go first.
I'm not used to people being nice on the panel. Like,
Gods, I'd
what is
love to
this?
hear your insight on this one.
Yeah, you Aussie bastard.
now I'm more comfortable.
There you go.
I'm gonna go TNC.
All right.
I like their draft bit better, and I think they can play well enough to beat ViCi Gaming.
Yeah. And if Grand Dakota, if you guys are here on this couch and chair,
That can only mean one thing, right? A couple of goons over there.
let's see how they're
God
settling
help us
in.
all.
Oh.
How are you guys doing over there?
Doing pretty good. Here with
Yeah.
my good old friend,
Yeah.
Bulldog.
Very good. We gotta bring the hype now.
Ah,
Gotta
it's
bring
gonna
some
be-
hype.
There's some high expectations of of this second game, you guys.
Black and Bulldog for TI Finals. I'm seeing the Reddit thread now. All right.
All
It's
right.
gonna be great.
It is gonna be great. Looking forward to hearing from you guys.
All right,
All right.
Bulldog.
Let's go.
Get started. What lineup do you favor generally?
I like TNC because they got. No, I like ViCi game because they got the Life Stealer. We don't see Life Stealer anymore.
Two
Why
new
is that?
heroes, yeah.
2 new heroes.
Yeah.
You play Life Stealer, don't you?
Yeah, I do. And I think this meta is not particularly good, especially against a Bloodseeker. You probably don't feel too happy. However, they have some kind of, armlet timing when they access Blink Dagger as well, where they can take it to TNC. But if they reach mid-late game, it's going to be very tough for them.
But do you go Lincoln on Life Stealer this game?
I mean, you might have to, but honestly, then your DPS is kind of low because this Necrolite should not have a good lane against the Bloodseeker.
Yeah. Well, what is the build on Life Stealer these days?
I mean, there's this Threats Radiance a lot of people do, but I think this game you're going to need an Armlet into Desolator.
The Deathsoul build.
Yeah, you just
I
need
like
like a
the
lot of
movement
burst
speed.
damage.
Sanjin Yasha, you just run fast.
But you have no damage, right? Like, who's going to deal damage in this team?
You got Dark Willow, Fade,
Fair enough.
2 seconds.
DY.
We'll see how that pans out. Ninja Boogie actually on the roster. Shadow Shaman boots first. What do you
Wow.
think about that?
It's good because there's no attacks range. You need to have it to get in and hit people.
You need to have the boots, you think. All right.
Yeah, 76 damage. Oh, so this Cuckoo Earthshaker. Oh boy.
Do you think he's going to be one of those guys that rushes Aghanim Scepter? Or
Probably gonna copy Alliance. Setting
Yeah.
new trends.
But I feel like Blink Dagger might be more beneficial simply because of the Lifestealer. He can react to you jumping in
Yeah.
with the Aghanim Scepter.
You can just jump away from him, you know?
That is also
He tries
true.
to eat you and just jump away.
Yeah, I mean, it works either way, I guess.
Yeah. And what do we got for lanes here? What do we got? Gabi. Oh, are they tri-laning him? Oh boy.
They're trying the Spectre offensively, and they're going to leave the Lifestealer solo against Shaker and Shadow Shaman. That should be quite tough for the
Oh, they are
Lifestealer.
swapping.
Okay.
It's a purely offensive move here.
Bane slipping bottom purely defensively. Mid lane, what do you expect? Bloodseeker should crush this matchup, right?
I guess so, but he's got nerfed quite a lot. Like
Yeah.
the blood rage is not as strong as it used to be. But he should do fine, right?
Yeah, he's probably just going to get a lot of denies, get ahead of him. Like, you can't ever really pressure a Bloodseeker too much with the Necrolite. Necrophos, sorry.
But it's Ori though. We saw him last game just smash.
Yeah, but aren't you a bit scared too? The Necrolite is a very passive kind of hero. You can't really do too much with it.
Yeah,
It's not an Ember Spirit.
that is true.
So
Bottom lane here.
How do we... They're
is
going
he
on a
dead?
Shaker.
He's going in
He's
here.
getting a body block.
Bane, he's got the brain set. It's first blood.
Ninja Boogie gonna help him out, man.
Wow.
Wow, that was
Beautiful. Where's the Rasta? What happened to Rasta?
I don't know. It looked like he was just completely gone. Was he stacking or what?
He can't stay. There's no creep yet. He's got the food. Where's the Rasta?
He was behind the tower, not doing anything. All right, a very good start for VG, of course. First blood going to the hands of the Bane. Maybe not what he won. Should have probably given it to Lifestealer.
But was it a good death though? Because you look at the lane. Like when I play, sometimes I just die intentionally just to get the lane like this. Now you get so much.
Yeah.
Easy CS.
Shaker's gonna get level 2 out of this.
Yeah.
Close to level 3. I mean, all honesty though.
Honestly?
Yeah, how's top lane gonna go? Should be quite rough for the Spectre.
But that's always how it is for Spectre though. Like you don't expect Spectre to have a good lane.
Yeah.
He'll just recover later anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, hold up. Fade manning up here. All the way in the tower. Axe coming in.
They can't get the kill here. It might be put on a bit of pressure, but can't be.
Oh.
No, Ninja Boogie. Taking off the sleep. Whoa, they're just taking off the sleep of each other.
Oh!
Trying to save.
Jeez!
Whoa, they're like there's in trouble now.
The turnaround. Phoenix coming in. Dive. Doesn't he have dive? Oh boy.
He doesn't have dive. Oh,
he's level
still
1.
Yeah. And no fissure. He went for the enchant totem passive build.
That was close though. That was close.
Yeah, very good rotation, but it leaves the Spectre solo top. Gonna put a lot of pressure on him. They just want to leave him solo, get a fast level 6, and then make some haunt plays.
Yeah,
Probably the right decision.
Look at middle though.
Look at the middle. It's actually more even than I thought.
Yeah, look at the net worth. We can see that Necro is actually winning. Kind of. Well, not anymore, but he was winning when I said it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're somewhat even. Cuckoo level 2 still. The bot lane is way rougher than I thought. I thought Shaker should be doing fine here.
Oh, is he gonna die though? The rage?
He needs to stick. Oh, killing spear ready for this Bane.
Oh, well, that's good. He's getting it. DY, the new FY, as they say.
No TP for the Shaker. Somebody has to drop it for him. All right.
He's fine. He's fine.
Tim's dropped the TP for him. What a team player.
Cuckoo got to step up. Last game, he kind of choked a little bit, I would say.
I mean, this game already is looking very rough. I thought Shaker is not too bad against this lane, actually. He should be able to farm somewhat.
It was just an early setup there where the Rasta just went missing. And he died level 1, which is like, what happened?
I'm not a big fan of his boots first. It's like, what, he just smoked up?
Oh, he's going top. What is he doing? He's going to ward. Smoke ward?
What is this? What is this?
Well, the scan, they know. They know the Dark Hole is middle.
Yeah. Necro is putting out a lot more pressure than I thought you would be doing mid lane.
Yeah,
is this supposed to happen? I thought you just W.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said that Necrophos wins. You're clearly clueless. You don't know. Oh! Jesus! Is he going to die? He's running away.
Blood rage? Nah, he's going to be completely
turnaround.
Yeah, the Necro is actually in trouble.
He's hasted. I mean, it looks like he's hasted. You see the red thing after it looks like he's hasted.
All right. The hasted Necro is going down. Or is he though?
Oh.
Wow, 50 health. He just shrouds, TP's out.
Should he have shackled him?
That was premature shackle for sure. He should not have
Premature.
done. Yeah, should not have done that. How's bot lane looking? Shaker is.
He's doing fine. Like, look at the.
Actually, Lifestealer only has 14 CS. Same as the Shaker. Shaker, yeah. He must have missed a lot.
Yeah. Oh, is this a killer? 3 heroes. This looks like a free kill. DY.
Don't forget there's a killing spree. Killing spree goes to Phoenix.
Phoenix, sure.
I mean,
Tim, I don't underestimate Tim's.
Yeah, I mean, it's alright. Getting his boots now. He was kind of underfarmed. Two bounty runes to each. Actually, Axe is not picking up the other top bounty rune yet. I hope he doesn't forget about it. Level 6 Axe, level 5 Spectre, almost level 6.
Uh-oh.
I can't do too much top.
Yeah. He's got a Vanguard. He literally can't die right now.
Yeah.
The pause coming out for Phoenix.
Packet loss.
Packet loss, look here.
I mean, it sounds like a strategic pause to me, but
it looks as 16 signals. It's not like for me, at least.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just like some kind of excuse.
Yeah.
They're probably discussing right now how to deal with the Axe. He has a Stout Shield Vanguard on top. They probably need 3 or 4 heroes to kill him, like a Bloodseeker rotation.
Yeah, even then it's kind of rough.
And it's gonna.
Do you just ignore him? Like, you don't want the Axe to pull the wave and farm the neutrals.
If you just ignore him, though, he's gonna get a Blink and Blade Mail like minute 18, and that's actually when it's really scary for your team, because then you have this Lifestealer bomb with a Blade Mail Axe. It's just.
That is scary.
Yep.
Go, sorry, they apologize.
Yeah, Cuckoo went for the bottle, the standard play offlane nowadays. Buy the bottle right before minute 5.
the game right now. Earthshaker is farming. Almost gonna get the stick.
Shaker, he does not have a stick yet. You're right.
He doesn't have a stick yet, and it's maxing Aftershock.
That is
I would
purely
have maxed Enchant Totem and just killed the enemy.
Yeah, just hit him, yeah.
It's 100% per level.
And Lifesteal actually can't take too many of those.
Wait, Rasta? Rasta was playing backwards.
Just shackle the Bane. You need to shackle the Bane right now.
TP rotation coming in. Oh boy.
Be careful. Ah, they're actually going to Lifestealer. They might be able to get him here. You got stick to. Oh no!
Oh no!
Because Shaker didn't have stick.
But Fade, he missed his route on the Rasta, who's standing still.
How did that happen, you think?
I don't know. He clicked.
Misplay?
It's a misplay. That might be the game.
What about level 2 shackles on Shadow Shaman? We don't see that too often. Usually people go nuke.
Yeah. So, yeah, new strat maybe just to make sure that Lifesteal is locked down.
In with Shadow Shaman rotating to mid lane. Trying to set up a kill. Kuku is just going to be dead again. Kuku has a very rough game too again.
Kuku is playing like a Coco. Like, you know. Oh, middle though.
They can't get the kill. Oh, they stacked their disables and silences. No.
No.
Oh, they're still diving. Oh, they got it. Respect the Haunt as well. Going in for the Bane as well.
Can they get him though?
He has stick, he has stick. Oh, it clips him just on the edge.
Oh, he's
one more hit moment. Nice.
That's game.
So good.
Meanwhile,
at the same time, Fate got a solo kill. Well, solo kill, I say. And with help of the tower, got the kill on Armel.
Yeah, stop making mistakes.
He's level 5 now.
He's level 5.
He's almost level 6.
No, he's not. He just got level 5. Literally.
Same thing.
No?
Anyways, you can pretty much just leave the Lifesteal solo now.
Yeah, well,
against the Shaker.
What do you do now? He's got face boot.
Yeah, and he got the wrong skill build too. He can't hit him anymore.
Yeah, you can't lane her anymore. It's Earthshaker.
Oh, they actually got the top tower as well. There's just creep cutting. Should be a very fast blink. We're probably gonna see like a minute 12 blink.
Faster.
Faster than minute 12?
Yeah, 11.
Fair enough.
Oh, can this be a killer? We talked about this.
And he's just TPing out straight away. Perfect play.
Perfect.
Ninja Boogie couldn't get in range.
He was out of range.
That's usually why people like to skip a lot of packs.
Kuku again. We talked about this. You can't really stay bottom. Any rotation, you're just dead.
Oh, how many deaths is that? 5 deaths? It is
Kuku.
I mean, what do you say to that?
I don't know.
Look at the net worth. He's 2,000 net worth. Is very low. The Phoenix is almost catching up to him.
This is not good. It's not really respecting the bottom lane of Lifestealer. Like, this hero is just so strong.
They're already 2k ahead on VG Gaming. Their lineup is very early game oriented. The Spectres.
It's not over yet, though.
But the problem is the Bloodseeker's not snowballing. Spectre is having a rough game.
Uh-oh. This will be bad. If you want the jukes.
Oh, they don't want to dive. He had no W. They probably could have, but probably scared of the TP rotations. Yep. Lifesteal is going for the armor build. I like that much better than the Radiance this game. They just want burst damage. The Shackle on Dark Willow.
Oh!
He should just be a free kill, and bam. Going to Gabby as well. Only 180 gold though. It's nothing.
Yeah, but that one is usually bugged. It's like split or something. They haven't fixed that yet, Valve, but it's
it's a game thing?
Yeah.
Okay, Haunt up in 40 seconds, gonna be looking for the next play. Do we have Echo online? Still level 5 on the Shaker.
Level 5?
Yeah, it's a very rough game. Just bottled boots.
Very rough.
It's nothing. He needs a fast blink to be able to even deal with the Lifestealer.
And Spectre just wants to farm top, and then here comes Axe, and there's no way to kill him.
Yeah. 700 gold for the Blink Dagger. Gonna be a very fast one.
Very fast.
Almost level, almost minute 10. That's gonna mean the Tome for the Phoenix most likely to get the level 6 Ag teamfight presence. He's going for Threats Radiance on Spectre. Do you like that against Lifestealer? I think Radiance is not good at all against the Lifestealer.
No, you need like Manta or something to break the...
You need a Manta and Skadi or something like that.
Yeah.
To be able to
what
fight
about
the Lifestealer
buys like 4 stuff. You just force out of Lifestealer.
On Spectre?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you couple that with a 5 HP region talent, you have like 9.
Yeah.
Good.
It's pretty good.
Bot lane we see the action. Lifestealer again on the Shaker.
Whoa.
He won't be able to... He beat out. Okay. Reaper Scythe on Tim's. Dead for 30.
They're chasing. Oh, he blocks him out. Can I actually kill him?
I mean...
Regen? I would have turned to kill him.
Yeah, me too.
Top.
Very surprised he didn't do anything here.
We actually dive him here.
Axe is still doing like whatever he wants
He's too strong.
Yeah.
What do you do?
They need a 3-4 man rotation. They actually need the Bloodseeker to kill him. Bloodseeker plus Shadow
But
Shaman.
they tried already. It didn't work.
Yeah, that's because they were mistimed it. There was no team play.
That's true.
He already has Blink Dagger. Yes.
And that's why I said 11 minutes. That's exactly what I told you. It's going to get it at 11 minutes.
Yeah.
12
Very
minutes.
good. Oh, sorry, Bulldog. I don't play off lane. I don't play off lane. They're probably going to wait for the Armed Lifesteal to make any really big plays. They could potentially look to get one pick up with it, but...
Yeah, this is scary now because the Lifestealer Bomb. It's an old classic. Anyone dies to that.
Yeah, almost got the Armed too. It's 150 gold.
Yeah, they're not having any levels on the support. They need level 6 Rasta. They got the egg now at least. The smoke coming in. They want to find Axe, but Axe not here. He wanted to find the dagger.
He already went away. They smoked up with the axe as well.
Smoking a smoke.
They're signaling to go mid lane. They want to get the mid tower now.
Mid tower.
And Shaker still with 6, struggling to find any kind of farm. Lifesteal just sitting bottom. Nobody can really touch Lifesteal at this point. They have no BKB pairs at all.
Phoenix with the wards.
Yeah. Phoenix ate the tomb, or read the tomb, how do you even say that? The book.
He consumed it.
He consumed it. Alright, so level 6 on him. Good teamfight presence. Want to get a grip on, couldn't get in range however.
Yeah, just
diving out. Yeah.
Don't know where the axe is there. Now they see the dagger. You didn't get an initial dagger jump. Or did you? Tim is going in range here. What a mistake.
Just get the egg though. But there's 4 heroes there. There's nothing they can do
But
about
this
it.
is good though. Look. Whoa. The turnaround coming in. Bloodseeker going ham.
Science on 2 people. Necrolar going down. Spectre Haunted in. The Dark Willow ultimate.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything though. Only
Yeah.
one support for 2 heroes.
I mean, but that's what I mean. They have no damage
No,
without
that's
this
what I mean.
Lifestealer.
They only have 2 heroes. That's what I mean.
Well, why is the Lifestealer not there? If they want to push the mid tower, he needs to be able to TP there. and connect.
What is Cuckoo doing?
Cuckoo? I
He's gonna
think he's barrel. It
Cuckoo
was so
playing
close.
with him. He's just
I
playing
actually think Yang misplayed. He didn't go max range blink. You know, he overshot and didn't blink max range.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he could have cut him. Slight misplay there. Maybe
Did
Yang
you
a
see
bit
it or
nervous.
you just assume it?
I assume it.
Don't assume about Yang, please.
Sorry.
You don't know.
Because it looked a bit short from where he was previously. But yeah, if they want to go for any kind of player there, they need to be able to connect with the Lifestealer. He needs to infest the axe, and they just need to go together. Have a ward on him.
Oh, do they
No
have
Rupture
damage for
though.
this?
No
Do they
Rupture, no Silence.
What is happening?
Necrolite coming in, and they're just gonna die now. 2-man call. Necro ult on the Bloodseeker, and I mean that was just.
You can't kill the axe.
Shaker's probably gonna get out though.
Is he?
No slow.
Look at the hand coming after him though.
The hand, and it grabs him, but it does nothing.
There was a visual effect though, with at least.
Yeah, not like yesterday.
Yeah. And we saw the Rasta there like trying to kill him, but he doesn't have the ult.
Yeah, what were they thinking? 1600 health, Vanguard, no Bloodseeker ult, no Bloodseeker silent. They had not been up. There was alright, let's try to get this, I guess.
Yeah, that was like they were kind of coming back into the game, and now they kind of just threw it away again.
4K again. And now they need to wait for the Spectre Haunt. He's closing on a Relic though, 2.2k gold.
And the Spectre is doing really well,
Yeah,
to be fair.
I
so
still
that's
feel
important.
like though, the Radiance is not going to make a big difference. Because the real problem they have is the Lifestealer, and he can't address him at
Bane
all.
is trying to work and catch him here actually. No, they cannot.
Purely offensive warding here from Team Radiant. So he's actually skipping threats on the Shaker to get a fast blink out. I like that. He's way too far behind.
Yeah.
To have any sort of greed this game. Now he's going for the Deso. Of course I would know because I'm a tier 1 carry player still, just like Paparazzi is. You can say what you want, I'm right.
Deso though.
Deso is good in this kind of
Actually,
game.
I mean, you'll kill the Spectre in 1 second. So.
Yeah. Deso is
I don't
very
mind
good.
it at all.
Especially with the Axe, because the kill threshold and everything. Axe is smoked up again together with the Bane. Looking to kill the Shaker again, trying to set him back
Not gonna
even
happen.
further. Now he's playing, so he's quite passive. Got a DD bottle.
Got a double damage.
Do you like that skill build if you go Blink first? Max the totem after, not the Fisher?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I mean, if you're a core Shaker, you probably have to. Otherwise, you just deal no damage.
Oh, the middle now. Things are happening. The grab, he didn't miss the grab. The blink call though. Oh no, they need this guy. Can he eat himself out? He cannot.
Armor is... They might need to... No, they don't have to.
He just egged.
Okay. He egged too. Why did he egg there? What? I did not see that at all. He must have gotten like initiated on, but there was nothing. Bane was...
I don't know.
There was,
I need a replay on that one.
Yeah, that was
With
weird.
a zoom in. Yeah, this is gonna...
With face cam too, please.
This is not what you want to happen with Bloodseeker.
Yeah, I mean, they're 5k behind. Bloodseeker has no game
It's got
whatsoever.
blink. Why didn't he blink out so slow?
I think he maybe tried to set up for play with the Echo.
47 Spectre. Is he gonna die here? No, he's fine.
Spectre. You know the game is a bit rough when the Spectre's highest net worth.
That is bad.
Yeah. 5k on the Bloodseeker only. What is he going for?
I don't know.
Manta Star. He went drums into Manta. Not even Blade Mail. I think you kind of need early game items though. You can't go for this Manta Star. It won't give you any damage. It will give you nothing.
Looking pretty rough right now. Spectre.
Yeah.
Could you carry this game if you were Spectre?
Not if I go Radiance first. I think if I go Manta, I could.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, Manta's
Are
so
you
much better
100% sure?
Not 100% because TNC right now is getting outplayed quite a bit.
So you're
there.
gonna blame your team?
No, I would never blame my team. I think when we lose, it's mostly my fault.
That is something that is true.
But I only said it because I'm a good teammate. I don't want to flame anyone.
Cool.
Yeah. We can expect them to do a bottom rotation soon, get the bottom tier 1 tower, just as assert some map control.
Yeah, like when you play with Rasta, you want to put wards on a tower, and you have not put it out at all.
Yeah. There's not put it out a single time
You want to
yet.
get the towers. This is a very bad position.
Yeah. Lifestealer going to Mjolnir instead, by the way.
That's
instead
what
of
I'm
Death,
talking.
so.
Very smart. He will go
Why
Death
did
later.
Dude,
I know how to play this.
you said Saint Jasha.
Yes, because it's fast.
So he's going neither, so you're not right.
Oh, the turnaround.
Going for the echo on him. Oh,
Paparazzi.
they saw the blink. They saw that he was missing, farming greedily under the tier 2
But
tower.
he's all alone there.
Yeah, that was very greedy. But I mean, if he doesn't get echoed, they have no disable against him.
They're gonna get a turnaround though. That was a huge kill.
Yeah, who got the kill actually?
Oh, Shaker again, too slow.
Yeah.
Can they turn around here though? They have Spectral. They don't have
Shaker will just
Spectral.
get cut.
They do have Spectral. The egg.
Oh.
It's a good egg with the ward. And the silence coming up. Oh, the fully out of. You gotta think
The
down
egg
it.
exploded. Oh my god. TP out, and we're just gonna die. A lot of cooldown expended, but I think they went really well for TNC, considering the situation they're in.
Absolute. I would fully agree. What is Ori doing? Like, where's Ori?
3.8k now, Redick up on the Spectre. I'd say it's very good for him.
That is very good, because when he gets Radiance, he gets stronger.
Yes. that is
It's a
correct.
purely offensive item as well.
It's a purely offensive item. I guess a farm item too.
Yeah. He definitely needs...
And somewhat defensively too, because you get 80% miss chance. But Radiance on
80?
Necro 2.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for the Radiance next.
The only way you can counter Radiance is by going Radiance, because it cancels out.
I see what you mean. Oh, okay, I like the front Bloodseeker. He's going for BKB instead. None of that Manta Stars shenanigans.
That makes sense.
It would have been so bad. Of course, it's Armel. That's what we're expecting from him.
Yeah.
Tier 1
God.
Dota player.
God player.
Yeah, 1,000
Can
gold.
they jump him here? Oh, Phoenix, can you see him? He sees him. See ya. This axe is so farmed. It's scary.
They got the bottom tower now. The huge difference right now is Dire has no tower kills whatsoever. Radiant has all 3 tier 1s done
That is
already.
huge.
They're gonna assert map control, I'd say.
They will assert themselves.
Into the map.
Huge.
Yeah. Purely defensive wards here from Team Dire, whereas...
Oh no, shaking out again. Please! Oh,
Is
this
he gonna go
time
caught
he's
again?
ready!
Wow, he
Wow.
was completely ready.
He was completely ready for a defensive...
yeah, purely
blink
defensive
thing.
blink.
And that's
So
this
they're
is good.
just gonna pressure the tier 2 tower.
Yeah, I feel like this is their timing. ViCi Gaming is so strong right now. You
Echo
cannot,
Slam still on cooldown.
yeah, and like you don't have Radiance yet, and even when you get the Radiance, you're still pretty weak, honestly.
I feel Radiance won't make a huge difference, honestly.
Now you need some kind of defensive item on Spectre before he's actually like
yeah,
strong.
like you need
You need
Manta
something
after the
purely
Radiance.
defensive item.
Yeah, like a... I guess Manta's both defensive and offensive.
I'd say it's purely defensive.
Fair enough. Yeah, everyone has a different view on Manta style. He was wrong though. He's going for the Mjolnir first on Lifestealer after the
attack
Helmet.
speed.
Do you
it's
like
more
that?
damage. If you do the maths, I did the maths once, and it is more damage than Desolator.
It is a
Because
lot
it
more damage.
bounces.
Yeah, especially against Spectre too.
And especially against the egg.
Yes, because you want to kill the egg.
Yes, so you just kill egg in 1 second.
Yeah. You think he's gonna go more damage after or into the Lincoln Sphere against the Bloodseeker?
Let's see here. What would I get? If I'm playing Lifestealer, I would go Lincoln.
Dropping the wards at the bottom lane just to get the tier 1 tower.
Finally.
Radiant
Just
is giving-
killing it.
Was it the first time he dropped his wards?
No, he's dropped in team fights.
Okay.
We see Axe. Now this is a scare, the bomb.
Yeah.
But this is good because I'm not farming.
Axe got Blade Mail as well. Like whoever they jump on, they will instantly kill. Radiance is up on the Spectre.
If they jump someone.
If they jump someone. They need 600 gold for the beacon. They smoke a pre-BKB. That might be what professionals call an anti-timing.
They're smoking back into them. This is a little bit scary. They have the Radiance now, though, but I'm still scared. Are you scared?
They know they're all top. For a
this
fact.
is scary.
That is very scary. And the call. Oh, and
get
Phoenix
out,
is dead.
get
They
out.
can't fight. They can't fight. Oh,
The buyback.
Phoenix buyback. Okay. So Haunt is gonna come in soon.
The damage on Paparazzi.
Haunt came in.
He's dead. Paparazzi is dead. He's killing everyone with the shrine.
Spectre is killing 3 people at the shrine,
They're
though.
all dying. The
egg.
stun. Cuckoo stunning.
Cuckoo is stunning indeed. Echo Slam,
They're
silence on
coming in.
Necrodite. He's dead.
There we go in the call of hell. Can they kill him? It's so even. They can't kill him on the Radiance.
Oh my god.
What's happening?
The Spectre is actually killing them. Oh my god. It's a
I've
team
never
wipe.
seen anything like
ViCi
it.
Gaming got team wiped. It is a huge fight.
80 seconds on the Phoenix at minute 21.
Look at this gold swing. Huge. 1.3k.
One.
Insane.
How?
How did they live that? Did you catch
It's
that?
literally all because of the buybacks.
Yeah, the buyback of Phoenix was really good, but then he got repaired. He was like, I'm gonna punish you for that buyback.
Yeah, he does it for the team. He's like, I don't care. You can see her again. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, kill me. I don't care. Look at it. I click buyback. Oh, use all your cooldowns on me? Like, whoop to do. And now he's so low. What is he dying to? Is it Radiance? Paparazzi just dies.
Yeah, Paparazzi, no, he was raptured. He ran back and forth.
Yeah, and here they fight at the shrine as well. Like, you can never fight at the shrine.
Not against the Spectre Radiance, at least.
No, it doesn't work.
Yeah, and like, Lifesteal's purpose is to kill the Spectre, but he was nowhere close. He was just running up and down, and then he got stunned and died.
Yeah,
Oh.
and here we go. It's just the Radiance power. You were saying, oh, the Radiance is bad. I was saying all the time, like, Radiance going to change the game. I was saying it.
Yes.
I didn't say it was bad.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. He almost has Manta Cell now. He also Yasha finished up.
Oh, boy.
And that's-
Almost. It's not even halfway.
halfway is almost.
It's not even half.
It is halfway.
No, it's not.
You got a Yasha. Let's not argue about that, because we got better things to talk about.
Yeah, what?
For example, how is VG gonna recover now? Because the Spectre is actually top of the net worth.
Yeah, this is scary, because now they got BKB as well.
Yeah, we spoke about
secret.
how scary Spectre actually is for the lineup. Lifestealer late game cannot fight a Spectre. They pick purely for mid game. Late game.
Here comes the smoke again. They feel strong. They got the timing. Radiance, Bloodseeker, BKB here as well. Oh, DY. He
Rapture.
ain't no FY, because he's going to be dead.
Wait, Rapture went out on who? On the Bane. All right, just a free
Just
Bane
give
kill.
the kill. Boom.
They might be able to get the Lifestealer too.
The life, he's right there.
He's
The BKB got BK off. Gonna kill him. The egg.
they're gonna get chopped.
Egg.
Oh, he missed the chop.
Oh!
Oh, they need to run
Turn
away.
around.
They need to
Egg,
run-
egg.
No! What are they doing?
Oh my god, he's gonna stun lock him.
I think Lifestealer is also in trouble.
Oh,
Lifestealer's in trouble.
where's it? What's happening?
Spectre Haunt again.
The Haunt Reno?
Rage up, he can fight.
Oh,
Phoenix getting Reaper
he takes
again.
it again, but he's fine with that.
Okay, he TP's out on Lifestealer.
What's happening?
This is...
What happened? Where was the Spectre going? Why didn't you just kill the Axe? What happened?
I'm not sure.
I'm the play-by-play. You're the analyst. What happened?
He haunted to the Lifestealer. He hit the Lifestealer. The axe. I'm not sure why I didn't want to just hit him once. Then goes to Lifestealer after. But yeah.
That looked really good for TNC, but then
It did.
ViCi Gaming, you don't underestimate ViCi Gaming because they just style him.
Though admittedly, an even trade is a good trade for Dire because they have the Spectre on their team.
Yeah, and he's almost a level 20. That's a here because where's the Spectre? Like where's Spectre to the right? Just run in.
The Spectre doesn't have...
Run in, Spectre.
Yeah, I don't
fight.
know. He's
What is-
scared.
Spectre, go!
Yeah, why
There's
is he
an
not
egg,
going?
Spectre. Oh! What did kill the axe here, Spectre? What is Spectre doing?
He actually ran off screen. Probably to collect his Yasha, I would say.
He could have killed the axe.
He could have killed Axe. He probably could have killed Necrodite too if he was on him.
He would have won the game then. If I was a Spectre, I would have won the game. But that's fine. Gabe is still playing well. He's still like carrying the team. Look at his net worth.
But in the meantime, Phoenix is still dead.
Yeah.
Reaper.
He's just tanking.
Level 20 on Spectre now.
How's that balance?
Yeah, I mean, it's rough.
He's almost level 2 egg though. That's going to change a lot.
Instead of 5 hits, it's what, 8?
Yeah, but more important, look at Spectre now. It's
Manta still up
a
soon.
huge spike of power right there. 500 health.
No, he still needs one more creep.
Yeah.
And what is the gank right now? Right now.
But they're not close to him.
But they're not close to him.
Yeah, 500 health is a lot because you also have the 22 damage reflex. There's more.
Let's do the math.
500 plus 222.
That is.
It's like 700 health, kind of. It's like 700 health.
What?
500 plus 22%.
All right, I don't know your math there. It's more like 610, but all right. I'll excuse you. Quick math is hard sometimes, especially if you're a play-by-play caster. You have other things to focus on.
Yeah, look.
Oh, Spectre got the Manta Cell now. Huge power spike for him as well. How are they going to deal with the Spectre? They need to call him with Axe.
They need to initiate on him.
Yeah, and then they need to Reaper him.
But how do they initiate on him? Like, there's no way you initiate on a Spectre, because Spectre knows if he get initiated on, he's going to die.
Yeah.
He's not going to get initiated, because
Exactly.
he's got global.
His positioning has been really good. He's 7-0-6 this game.
Oh, the initiate.
Echoes. He just so echoed that. I take it.
take it.
Just take it. Yeah. You're playing for late game anyway. Just take it. You know.
Dark Willow. It got real dark for her.
Yeah.
Because she's dead. You know when you're dead, it goes dark.
And then you're a Willow.
Bottom as well. Can he actually kill? He's just putting the wards here. I don't know what's happening here.
Why did he put the wards in the jungle there?
What's it?
Did he try to kill him or what?
Yeah. It's all like, oh, they're going in. It's a bait. Get to look for it.
Spectre Haunt.
He's gonna die. Ori. Duelsing up here. They have egg though. They cannot fight here.
Red
TNC
is absolutely cannot fight.
What is happening?
They got completely outplayed by TNC there.
He was baiting. You were sitting there like, what is he doing
You're
here?
the play-by-play
Yeah, but
captain.
you're the analyst. You should know it.
I knew. I thought I was going to teach you.
And actually push high gun. They don't have
They're not forts though. And then Axe is still missing.
Yeah, they die. Like expecting engineer, he dies.
Lifesteal and Axe were actually going top while they got initiated on bottom.
Yeah, they need to back now. He's gonna throw. Don't go back, please.
Yeah, just go back. There's no reason to do this right now. Just wait for your haunt.
Oh.
Okay, they're going back. It's good.
They
know.
They should go back. If
Yeah.
Bloodseeker was
Okay,
Axe was one
that's
second
ping back.
closer.
Ping back.
Why did he go hit the tower there? What if Axe was there?
Yeah, it would have died instantly. Yeah.
What does he think?
It's not worth the risk. But that's what we're talking about with TNC, right?
That's what I talk about, yeah.
So something to throw.
Yeah.
For no reason. But not this game.
Not this game.
They
I
keep
thought
it in
the
check.
game. Honestly, I thought the game was over. When I looked at like 10-15, I was like, the game's over.
You mean TNC won, right?
No, ViCi game was winning.
Yeah, they had like 5-6
They had
lead.
super lead, and I was like, oh, there's
Yeah.
going to be a one side. But now, I don't underestimate them ever again.
I really think the big problem here is that Axe has not found a single. Well, I think they have found Phoenix once with the Axe bomb, like lifesteal Axe bomb, and other than that, nothing.
I guess that's why we don't see like the Night Bomb that much anymore, because teams are just playing better around it.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's kind of hard when you're playing against Spectre as well.
Yeah, lifesteal just looks so useless at this point. Like, what is he gonna do? Yeah. Do you agree with Spectre hard against lifestealer?
Let's see here. What would be the option? I mean, I don't care if it's against lifestealer. Just get hard and you can't die.
What about Scotty instead?
Scotty?
Slow the lifestealer through rage even. Gives less health though, and less sustainability in general.
Yeah.
It would be more like the offensive choice.
Purely offensive?
Purely offensive choice.
Yeah, that sounds good. I like it. I mean, you're the carry player.
Yeah. I mean, hard is not bad by any means though. Like, he can go into the fight if he gets out with low HP. Helps him survive the burst too, probably. But his lifesteal is going for a basher.
Yeah. He's struggling. Like, he had such a good early game. 0-5 against the Earthshaker in the lane, and he's destroying. But here's the smoke now. They're angry now. Illusion Rune. Oh, the Illusion Rune.
4-man smoke.
This is good, because at this point... Oh, the Earthshaker is scouting them with the haste. Can he find them?
He's looking around, looking around. Purely offensive warding from TNC as well.
Yeah, and purely offensive smoke here.
Yeah.
But they can't find it. They know. TNC knows.
Yeah.
They're like, no one's showing on the map. If no one's showing on the map, what does that mean?
But I think VG should also know that they're playing their jungle though. That they play VG's jungle because that's just where you play Dota at this point.
I would have known.
Exactly.
And it's important not to die now, because if you get smoke ganked and TNC dies, they just get free Roche. So this is a really crucial moment. Just put the wards. Go put the wards. They're not showing. Just do it.
Yeah, just put pressure on the map.
Put the pressure on the map.
Yeah, do it.
He's going to do it. Ninja Boogie, he knows.
Right now.
Look,
Go.
look.
Drop him, drop him.
Look, he got Edlens as well. Look at the range.
Right, he still has it. Nice. Look how much damage it is. And he TP's out immediately.
120 per salve. Look at it. 120, 240, 360. Redditor. This cast
Down.
is actually pretty damn insane. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. If you want more, please let the production know.
Yeah.
We are
Everyone
happy to
spam,
oblige.
PokeChamp in chat if you want more.
Yep.
Anyway.
I mean, what's that to do for... Like, VG looks so cramped in now on the map. They just lost the tier 3 tower. They're probably going to lose the shrine soon. And where do you go here from VG's point of view? If the team fight is worse, they need to find the Spectre. It's so hard to find the Spectre, though.
They're not going to find a Spectre. It's
Yeah.
impossible. But if you just get to kill... Like, you need to kill someone important with initiation. But if you don't, like, they're just going to buy back. If you buy back, you lose the fight. So you got to take the fight in a good spot as well.
It's also a huge problem with lifesteal, right? After rage, what does he do? There's a buyback and he has no rage.
That is a
you
huge
can only
problem.
run away. Yeah, it's a huge problem. He gets ruptured. What do? Nothing. Huge problem as well.
Yeah, but now he's got Basher, so that's a huge problem
But
for
lifesteal
TNC.
is on the opposite side again. He's acting like he's an anti-mage or
They're
something.
all here. This could... Oh, can actually fight her. The Silence coming
the
out.
Horn is coming out. No, they can't blink.
Canceling the blink.
He cannot blink.
They're going to chase her, but they're at the shrine. Could this be good or bad? We don't know. They can buy back here as well. Do you want to dive? I wouldn't dive here. Don't.
I think if you're TNC, you just play carefully, kind of poke in and out.
Yeah. They're poking the
Axe used BKB for no reason.
Oh, he can't blink.
Necrophone's got a shackle.
Jesus,
Spectre's getting a beating. Spectre's getting a beating. Oh my god, Spectre died. He was completely out of position.
Completely out of position.
How did that happen? He just ran into melee range against a lifestealer. You do not want to do that at this point. Not if you go hard. If you go Scotty, it's alright.
And he does so much damage as well. I mean, I told you. Did I not tell you not to fight? I told you to bag.
I mean, we both said just poke in, out, just run back. Manta here a bit, you know?
You're fighting Endless Shrine, and if you kill Necro there, he can just buy back instantly and fight again.
Spectre has no buyback. They might just go into Roche now, get the free Roche.
So they get the free kill here, and the Spectre also, you can't blink.
Yeah, Spectre no buyback.
Like, oh, you couldn't get any follow-up here? Back off now.
Like, this is completely unnecessary.
Completely huge offensive
Huge
play
misplay.
there.
I mean, the BKB of Axe was kind of
what does
bad
he do?
too, but look what Spectre's doing. He's just running in.
He's just dying so quickly. What's happening? Isn't it supposed to be tanky?
Yeah.
Where's the egg? Didn't need an egg? Why didn't you do a defensive egg?
Yeah, purely defensive egg would have helped him so much. Now they get the Roshan step.
That's a problem.
It should be so hard for a Radiant to actually fight, but it just made the fight look so easy.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it was
why is
Phoenix,
that?
honestly. He should have done a purely defensive egg, like in the middle of it. Yeah, they have to focus. If they focus it, they
Spectre
kill it,
lives.
but then Spectre lives.
Yeah. Did they use the Rapture on someone?
Yeah, I think they did on Bane instantly.
And why would you do it on Bane though? You need it for the lifestealer.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's a wasted cooldown.
But he is level 20 now, so he got 18% Rupture damage on the Bloodseeker plus.
Yeah.
So if he ults a Bloodseeker or Lifestealer, he can't move.
They're giving the Tomb to Spectre, so he gets level 25 fast.
Yeah, they did nerf it though, so it's balanced now. It was 8%, now it's only 6% extra dispersion.
Yeah. Another Horn coming on bottom lane. They're going on the Lifestealer.
But he's got the Aegis. Is this a kill? DY dying?
They're not even killing him. He's losing so much life. Bloodseeker's in trouble. He infested the Dire Creep.
I do the play-by-play. Come on, more hype.
You do the play-by-play.
No, you do it.
But there's nothing to play-by-play right now. Oh, Lifestealer very low speed against Spirit Vessel. Oh my god, armor toggle. Oh, there's nothing to armor toggle. He's still armor toggling out of his mind. And they disengage.
But they get a kill though. Are you happy with that?
I mean, the Bane kill, it doesn't really matter, you know. DY died 9 times, but who really cares? It's like a Bane.
You don't say it matters?
No, he's gonna get the spells off. It doesn't really matter too much. I expanded the Haunt for it. Not worth it at all.
But do you care? Because right now, TNC never gets initiated on. They're like, okay, we just go back and farm until we have our builds again. Like, they never get caught
But the
on
initiation
anyway.
comes from the Axe, not the Bane.
Yeah.
Do you think Axe needs like some kind of a Shadow Blade, be able to find the Spectre somehow? Get on top of the Spectre? That's the only winning condition they have, honestly.
I mean, that's usually what you go on Initiator. You get the Shadow Blade to get in there.
Yeah.
But even though your Spectre's gonna ult.
Did you like the BKB before the Shadow Blade? He's queuing it up now, but...
Yeah. I don't know. We saw it didn't work, so it didn't do that much.
Yeah, because I feel like the Shadow Blade actually allows you in life to do so much more work.
I feel it.
Yeah. I mean, hard on Spectre now. He's still gonna die insanely fast to the Lifestealer though.
Yeah. Like, I'm a bit worried because the 3 cores on ViCi Gaming, so they're so strong right now.
The Spectre needs a Butterfly. He's going for the Fusel Blade. I don't like that at all. Please just go straight into the Butterfly. You do not want to Fusel Blade this game.
And he can defuse them though.
Yeah, but it makes no sense. Because he wants to fight the Lifestealer.
Defuse the Necro?
And then what? And it's still going to Ghost Shroud.
That is a purely offensive move.
Yeah, it is. He infested the Axe.
Yeah, but
he actually went Boots of Travel.
I mean, just more
Instead
mobility.
of
They need
Shadow
it
Blade.
because they never get initiation. Like, he's just running. Has he ever gotten initiation?
Yeah, but then Shadow Blade should be better in theory, right?
In theory, but in practice, the TP is better because now he can TP to the enemy.
And he can show bottom and TP top and make a purely offensive move.
Yeah.
I like that.
And it's like, look at every second it passes. Every second.
Yeah.
Like it's not farming.
When is Roshan up? Do you know how to read this clock?
Yeah.
I'm still not entirely sure.
Oh!
Whoa!
The bait! He's
Cuckoo
playing
blinked
with
out.
Cuckoo. He's like just playing with them.
And he has an Invis rune right now. They have a sentry there, however. He does not know. They might just catch him. Oh my god!
Oh!
Ah! Cuckoo!
Cuckoo!
He's in a tree! Oh, they got him!
Oh! Look at the damage!
He's fighting! Oh! He's fighting on Yules!
Oh! Is he fine now? He's defending here? He's jumping out.
How did that happen?
You said he had so much damage. That's a Desolator. You need a Desolator to kill him there.
Yeah!
If he has Desolator, does he die?
Yes. But then he doesn't have Mjolnir. Probably not.
So why do you buy the Basher? You need to control, don't you just need damage?
Why didn't he bash him? It's a better question.
And again, he just jumps in, but he doesn't have it. He's just not farming. Meanwhile, Spectre's farming like nice.
Lifestealer has Lotus Orb. I mean, sorry, Necrophos has Lotus Orb.
Lifestealer has Lotus Orb?
I did say that, but I didn't mean that. Actually, Necrolite or Necrophos against Spectre is quite a good hero, right?
This is a major. You can stop saying wrong things, please.
Sorry, sir.
Almost 25 Spectre. That changes the game
But
completely.
what about the matchup? Necrophos is quite good against the.
Does he
Spectre,
dunk
right?
here? Oh, no, he doesn't get the kill. It's a close one, though.
Yeah, I mean, he has so much health, 2.5k HP on the Shaker. He went for the Aghanims after all.
The Axe is super good this game.
I like
the counters life steal massively.
Yeah. Would you focus your what is it called? Would you focus your Rupture? What are they going on the Necrophos?
What is Ori doing there? Ori?
It's typical Necrophos.
But
every Necrophos is doing this.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh my God!
But what I was gonna ask you, would you Rupture the Lifestealer or
always
the
Lifestealer.
Necrophos?
I would
always Lifestealer. Pause again by Imba OB2. What is happening?
Hold up.
Chinese pause the game.
That's unacceptable.
I mean, I'm pretty
Who's
sure.
Imba? That's a Chinese.
It's a Chinese broadcaster. Yeah, I think they're gonna get
Can
fired.
I actually type? Okay, I'm not gonna type.
They might get
I was
fired.
gonna call him out, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm professional.
Yeah, we are good guys here. So you think always the lifesteal, no matter what?
Well, honestly, just mad. Whomever is in your range, like if you see
not Bane.
Necro,
Not Bane.
no, just any core. If you see Necro, ult him. Like you don't want to run around with your ult. You just ult anyone.
Even ulting the axe is fine because
any
he can't
core.
blink. Yeah.
Because he's so powerful. Because he also wants the talent for it.
Yeah. He still has the wards as well.
They're getting the shrines now.
Yep. More map control.
Oh, yeah, they actually got the tower bottom. I didn't. That must have been a Rasta wards or something.
The tower bottom. Oh yeah, there was the Rasta watch in fact.
He's got Arcane on Earthshaker.
He's pumping
oh,
the Dark
Whoa,
he healed himself, jumping out. He's just playing with them.
Oh, the purely defensive egg coming in here. They can't kill it.
Lifesteal's trapped. Lifesteal's trapped. He's infesting the axe. Axe is running out.
The stun not coming in
Oh,
here.
the supernova
the buyback on Bane. He doesn't have a
and the causes is both dead. How did it happen?
Oh, he's going in for this guy's kill. Oh my God, the Arcane Rune, the Arcane Rune.
Arcane Rune Shaker doing a lot of work here. Silence on top of Dark Willow.
What?
It clipped him just in the
playing
edge.
safer, go back.
Buyback of axe. But it's not gonna do anything. They have no lifesteal. They have no damage.
Yeah, they can't fight. What is happening? TNC just take the game.
At the same time, oh no, he dropped the watch middle. I thought it might have been a good play to drop the Shadow Shaman wards bot lane, but he did a lot of work with them in mid lane.
Yeah.
Just back off if you're TNC now. Get the next item on Spectre. Get the next Roche.
Very.
And you're in a good position to win.
Purely aggressive move there by Axe, going in, trying to call him.
Yeah.
Even if he calls him, is that a good move?
No.
Because you don't have a Necro.
Exactly.
And you know there's, like, he's not there alone. There's a Phoenix going to come in and egg.
I mean, it is impossible that he's there alone.
It's impossible.
It's actually impossible. I think ViCi might be feeling the pressure a bit here, you know?
Yeah.
Feeling the heat. The Radiance heat. Haunts is up again. They could just look for a play again.
And never can see, like, instantly. Did he do that predict? Did he predict that, or was that, like, just that fast?
You mean the Yules?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was just that fast.
Yeah, negative. It was a really beautiful Infest here, because he's like, oh shit, I'm going to die. I can't do this. Infest, he's like, I'm safe in Axe, but Axe like, oh, I'm actually going to die. There comes the Echo Slam, boom.
I mean, and Lifesteal infested him right after the two. Lifesteal jumped out. As soon as he jumps out, he echoes both of them, gets both. And it's just like, how do you fight into this? You have this Lifestealer Axe combination. You can't even burst on one hero now. They don't have the damage anymore.
And Kuku, we flamed him a little bit in the early game, like, oh, he's feeding. He played really bad.
He played really bad. He stepped it up for sure.
He's stepping it up.
He went for the naked Blink Dagger, Brown Boot Blink. Did a lot of work after.
It's level 20 now as well. Echo damage, plus 50. Oh.
It is huge damage boost.
Huge.
Because per hero it's 2, so it's actually 100 per hero.
It's a purely offensive talent as well, because you do more damage.
Yeah.
And here the smoke again. They've never done this properly, so can they do it now? Kuku in a good position. Popping the smoke.
Oh! Echo Slam 3!
Echo Slam
the Haunt as well! Double kill already!
Shit.
Oh my god!
Oh shit! I don't know what's happening. They're all gonna die!
Necrophos
Mass
back!
buybacks! Mass buybacks!
Lifesteal cannot fight! Lifesteal is dead! Axe is gonna die! Is this the GG Bulldog?
Kuku! Going Coco on them.
Is this the GG? Necrophos bought back. I don't think he can defend 5 heroes by himself.
Can they? No Axe. They have no initiation. He's just going in.
Lifesteal buyback as well.
He's just dead with the damage.
Necrophos dead. No buyback. I think this might just be the game.
The GG!
The GG from ViCi.
You thought they were gonna lose.
I didn't.
Yes, you said in the beginning.
No, I said TNC's draft is better.
No, I said that as well, actually.
Yeah, so we're right.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
What a beautiful game. The game looked so good for ViCi game. It looked like, oh, it's gonna stomp them, but then some poor fights there.
No, they were 6k ahead, then they decided to fight without the Lifestealer.
Yeah, and Phoenix is like, he takes the first gank there when they initiated with the Axe, and dying when they just insta buyback, wins them the fight, and then that's where they really came back.
Yeah, I feel like it was very poor like decision making on who to go on from the axe, because as Lifestealer you can't do anything. Like your hand, I mean, your life is like in the axe's hands, right?
Yeah.
When he jumps, you have to jump out. You have to kill the guy. They went on the Phoenix. They just got. They responded with Haunt right after. Lifestealer died. The entire team died.
Yeah, and I just feel like it was Axe, honestly, that had so hard issue getting the initiation.
Yep.
And it was mainly TNC just playing well against it.
I mean, he had a perfect early game, right? He had minute 11 blink.
A
and
perfect.
He did nothing with it.
No. He did play perfectly. No, he had perfect early game.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, whatever.
Anyway, that wraps up the game on our side. Thank you. Thank you very much, Bullock. You did a perfect job.
Yeah. Back
Throwing
to you.
back to Shiver.
Back to you, Red Eye.
You may not like it, but that is what top tier commentary teams look like nowadays. Oi, oi, oi. Or the B team, one of the two, you know. Welcome back, indeed. TNC victorious. We tied a series. It is 1-1, and it was quite the exciting one as well. It was the Spectre game in the end, of course, but the early game definitely ViCi had a couple of good shots. Gods, you believed in TNC, of course, the whole day. Never wavered for a second.
Okay, when I didn't believe in them. But yeah, I was surprised because it was like very early on when ViCi Gaming were kind of controlling it. They were up like 5k gold lead. And Dota Plus is like, here's the win probability. It was like 80% TNC. And they were down by a lot
It's
of
the
gold.
Spectre effect.
Right here. It's 5k gold
Watch
lead.
the Lifestealer. He gets
80%.
ruptured, he runs down, he runs back up, he loses rage, he goes for a TP.
And he
It's kind of awkward there for the Lifestealer, unfortunately.
I think there is something to be said for Lifestealer just not being a great hero right now. All these nerfs, he just doesn't do as much damage with the like attack speed from the rage.
I think that, and I just think it's a draft loss by ViCi. I mean, we all said the draft was one, but it's like Dark Willow doesn't feel like you solo kill heroes like we used to see Crit do on it, and then Lifestealer just isn't a hero. Like, what do? You just run around and die, especially to Rupture.
Made a big difference this game that there was not a good way to kill Egg. Like, to me, Lifestealer is just not enough. When you're a melee hero, none of your teammates hit the Egg with you. Necro ends up going for the attack speed talent level 20, but it's kind of too late at that point.
This was the one bad fight. I was like, what is TNC? This is their one day. They always have, like, one kind of throw. Like, it's a 4v5, and then you're just like, what are you doing?
Why is Spectre trying to go away?
Yeah, and then Spectre just dies. That was their one, though. TNC always has one. It wasn't too bad, and the rest of them get out.
This is why, you never GG against TNC. They'll give you something at some point in the game, but luckily it wasn't group stage TNC where they threw away a whole lot more.
They played really well. I still think ViCi's draft was like, I don't know, it did feel very experimental. I don't know why you're doing that right here when you could just wrap it up, but TNC played really well, especially the Earthshaker just bouncing around, doing the thing, like we've been seeing this whole tournament.
That's what made I wanted to say ViCi for this series, only because they don't seem like a team that's going to just pull out a draft like this with a one-game advantage. Like, they must know something we don't and have scrimmed and polished something, but yeah, sure enough, maybe it was experimental from them.
This is the first pick Spectre that went untouched. He was the most farmed hero in the game after, 17 minutes for the rest of the game, and this is the first pick Spectre, and you just don't deal with it. We see that a lot.
Yep.
Maybe it's a hero against Axe, because it was the same thing that Forward did against EG, where the Spectre just free farms against the Axe lane. Sure, Axe is free farming, but he's creep cutting. He's not pressuring and diving the Spectre's tower. So Spectre's just farming on the tower with Quelling Blade, Stout Shield. Yeah. Oh. You're getting out farmed by Axe, but at the end of the day, you're still farming. As long as you're getting good farm on Spectre, the hero can work.
I didn't see, sorry, I don't know if you did. Did they, like, SVG blocked his own camp so that Axe couldn't do that? I don't know if they did the same. I didn't actually see, I should have looked.
They blocked one of the camps.
Okay.
This game,
I think you got to do that,
remember.
which is very smart, because then it does keep the Spectre up there. That was just a strange game, but hey, it's a 1-1, and TNC, they're one game away from top 6, which is, honestly, I thought they have looked pretty weak this entire tournament, and now they turn up, you just turn up 2 games in a row, and you're at the stadium now.
Just one game to go.
Yeah.
That was Gabby's only death that game, which was
that
very
one bottom.
impressive. Yeah.
Damn.
Other than that, 15-1 and 12. Very solid performance there. And the whole team looked good. Cuckoo, I think, making some big flashy plays, even though his lane stage went really poorly. But he made the big echoes and dunks and style and plays later on the mid-game.
Yeah, I think ViCi Gaming's draft wasn't the best, but I didn't think that that's where it fell apart. I kind of felt like they weren't on the same page at some points in the game.
Yeah, I think the turnaround began when Lifestealer died at the top tier 2 tower, pushing alone. The blink, I think that was the blink reveal on Cuckoo Shaker, and like that was the point where Gabby suddenly takes over top of the net worth. Right after they kill Lifestealer, they take a 2-for-2 trade with Spectre, Haunt being used, getting some kills, and suddenly Spectre's got 4k gold and very close to Radiance. That was where the game suddenly felt very comfortable for TNC.
They played clean. I think they had the better draft. They played clean. They made their one mistake. It wasn't big, and they ended up winning the game. They just have to do that again, I guess. I mean, if you're going to get Spectre first phase and it works out for you.
Curious about the recovery of ViCi because we saw them before get a 2-0. I think against the Secret Series they were 0-2'd.
Yep.
0-2, yeah.
So how they can bounce back is something still to be kind of questioned, and what they're going to be able to do if they overthink the next draft now or whether they overthink their play. It's something to keep an eye on for sure.
Indeed it is, and we will keep an eye on that. It will be a third game for these two teams, and that will happen after the break.